Everybody, I am organizing miniatures right now. How is everybody doing? Okay, hi.
We need a timer for that.
I need to paint my mini so bad.
Yeah.
He's the gray
He's kind of pale right now, or gray, bland. One of those words. The word that makes appropriate. Hi guys, welcome to. She's very neutral. Hi guys, welcome to Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5th edition game based in the Harry Potter world. It is currently the year 1942, and it's everyone's here's first campaign. So if you're new to D&D, or if you just love Harry Potter, this is your game. Let's thank first our friends at Talon and Claw.
Yes!
Getting out my dice rolls, but these look amazing, pretty dice
They're
rolls.
so pretty!
Yeah, look at these. This is the Council of 7. They also have a dual council, and they have amazing DM screens. And they also have
custom.
yes, and they also have these gigantic big, I don't know what they're called, big old dice holders. They hold your big dice. But if you put the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off. And yes, there's
Divine
also
Conquer, not Divine and Conquer, just Divine Conquer.
Also, our friend Lynn and our friend 3 Throwers information is down below for the Patreon for their comic and 3 Throwers voiceover work. If you guys want to check that out.
Heck yes! They're awesome.
Yeah,
They're friends.
Our Wolf Boy and Fortune Teller will be a little bit late because it is currently raining and traffic sucks.
Yes.
And Houston is big.
Houston is big.
Yes, Houston is very big.
It's a big one.
Fat.
Big and wet.
Fuck Houston! No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I was so worried. I was gonna be like, whoa, bro.
I'm joking. Don't fuck Houston.
Send her out.
No.
Houston's aight. It's
I've
aight.
seen better.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, Houston's aight.
It's not as bad as Atlanta.
Better than
It's not as bad as Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta I've heard really sucks.
Dallas.
Hey everyone in Atlanta. But does anyone have any little doodaddies that they needed to say? Any announcements?
Forgettings.
Forgettings.
Fuck Giddings.
Forgettings.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry
Oh,
if
we
you're
were
from
able to. By we, I mean I was able to get the Critical Role tickets, which was a heck of a nightmare to get.
I can imagine.
You got him?
Yeah, I got some tickets, and I had a heart attack in getting them. And I'll tell you that story later. But let's introduce our characters real quick. Hi, Jesus. Hi, Jesus.
Hi, Jesus.
I am Jesus, a DM.
Jesus
And
in the audience.
yeah. Why don't you introduce
Hi,
yourself?
Jesus.
Me first?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Kathy. I'm playing a rogue named Mia.
Yeah.
And then I'm Artie. I'm playing a Paladin Bard.
Yes.
Okay.
That's very true. Thank you so much, sir.
Hi. I'm sitting next to him. I'm Lee.
Oh my God, you guys are the best at doing this. I swear to God.
I'm playing Bones, who's, I think, deadish? I don't know. We'll see. And I am
Dear
a
God.
Gryffindor, Sorcerer, Wild Magic, some things, and pretty much failing, so sweet.
Sister of a dragon. Sister of a brother. Sorry.
That is, in fact, how that works.
Yeah, right? Hi, I'm Jess. I play Neff, who is a Hufflepuff Barbarian who likes to smash things with her maul, but she is fucking she's fucking unconscious right now and in the grasp of a fucking vampire. So I'm scared.
These things are very true.
I'm scared.
But let's roll that bean footage, please.
Okay, woo! Woo!
Alright, so, to recap a little bit. The party started in a conflict with Nexus, a vampire lord. The fight didn't go so well, with most of the party being bloodied, others being charmed and affected, and losing one party member.
Rip.
the weapon that you guys were searching for, the container of it is completely smashed, but the weapon is still intact. After the following of your Slytherin friend, Nexus took him and disappeared and left you guys to essentially lick your wounds. With the clairvoyant spell that Sonya had casted after the fight, you guys discovered that Nexus was essentially burying Ferris outside in the cemetery. You guys went after him and knocked Nexus knocked Neff out since you kind of insulted him on the way back in. And
He deserved it.
but did he?
Hey, he can't be the BBEG without deserving it.
Didn't we just go kill his whole family?
But
Hey.
did he?
He represents all that is dead.
But does he? These are very important questions. So, with that,
Lots of butts.
we will
Lots of butts.
Because you said but does he, but did.
start the game. Essentially there.
Jesus, they're butts.
Since the other people that would be there haven't woke you up and you're knocked out, you're not there. We're going to start with
That's fine.
you three. As currently, Mia, you're still holding on to the chest that the last message that you got from Nexus telepathically was to protect it. From all the damage and smashing and attempting to infiltrate this box, it has some magical protection. And you were guys able to smash a hole in it big enough for a hand to fit, but not unlock it. And since I know you guys weren't here, what you did feel when you were able to put your hand in was essentially there was a box within this box, and it felt old and wooden, and there's odd wrappings and paper around it. You can feel the lock, but you're not able to physically open it since it's like smushed in within this other bigger box. Foxception, yes. Box. Artie, the cave is completely quiet. Only the smog and darkness around. No bats. You see the area littered with the blood of your comrades as you're currently waking up Bones, and with successful waking upness.
Waking up.
Sure. Bones is now awake. So you guys are currently in the underground section of this manor.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can move. You have all your functions. You just feel extremely groggy. You're beat up. You're bloodied. You're really bloodied. Yeah, I don't know what your HP is. It's either 0 or 1.
0.
So you are up at 1.
Are we able to use our
I
hit
am at
dice
one?
right now?
If you want to spend an hour here just chilling, yeah. But it's up to you guys. If that's what you want to do.
Like, how
I'm literally
chill do we
down
gotta
for
be?
that.
Am I able to still do
You
stuff
can
in
move.
the
You can move
area?
around. You just
nothing
can't do.
strenuous?
Yeah, you can't do anything that exerts yourself. Like you can't work out. You can sit there.
No flexing, bro.
You can wake. You can wake her up. You can read a book. You can like move things around. You can help someone up. But you just can't do anything that would require like a roll, or as an example.
Do your homework.
Can't check around for
Mia,
things.
let's look at what's in the box.
I want to hold it close to me, like, no.
You can still protect it while looking at it.
Don't worry about the box.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow, selfish.
Okay, as she's refusing to let anyone see what's in the box.
Well, then
What do you guys do?
me, I want to start singing a little song and heal myself.
Okay, all right, as you do. Are you casting soul, or are you doing the 10-minute one or the hour one?
I'm doing Song of Rest.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just during
yeah.
the short
rest. You
short
additional.
rest.
Okay.
I can do additional.
What kind of song is it?
It's like the worst like humming ever. It's like grindcore humming.
Repetitive.
Yeah.
As the
Very
echoes
dissonant.
reflect, it start bouncing back, and start using that to add different layerings to your humming growls.
Am I? And then I'll heal myself if
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. But so you guys just spend an hour here, unless you guys decide to move. Bones, what are you doing?
I am waking up to the sounds of awesome humming.
Does that give everybody the extra
if they,
1d6?
yeah,
I think.
if
if
long
you
as they
wanna
can
heal
hear
two,
you
you
and they want to
can.
heal.
Compared to being
I don't
dead,
think
that'd be awesome.
I don't have any healing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you have
So,
your
I
hit
mean,
die.
you've only taken 2 damage, I think. So.
Yeah, you were pretty not touched throughout the entire fight.
Yeah, we didn't want to
Special.
spit at you. Hit, well, whatever.
Amazing.
No brain power here.
Nope, it's okay. I mean, that's probably how you feel at the moment.
Yeah. We didn't want to hit you, Mia. Where's everybody? I remember
I'm using these.
Ferris going down,
first,
and that's all I
and
remember.
then-
And add your constitution to the d10s.
Okay.
Where's everybody?
As you currently see only Artie and Mia.
Do I know where they are? Since like I got the message, but I don't know where they are. Like,
Well,
She saw,
Sonya did say out loud
Mhm.
that Ferris is being buried at the moment.
Which is why
So
we
you
have
you
left.
you would know.
okay, so I could.
You would know that at least that's the last information you got from the past 10 now going on 20 or so minutes. That was the last you heard.
Okay.
And Nexus hasn't told you anything. You had no communication or anything from him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one more d10 out of it.
So I want to tell her like everyone's outside. We gotta go find them.
Oh, I don't know if I can move too well, but I'll try.
You can heal yourself with your hit dice, right? Like in the song.
He's taking a short rest, so if you want to
I'm-
take a short rest, you can as well.
That's what the whole song's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and add
And, like, you get the
2d6
1d6
to
with it,
your
too.
I need to.
Oh, whatever it is.
your hit die, since
Like-
Artie was doing his
Band.
song of healing.
So I'm doing, mine is 5d6, and I add 2 more d6.
You can do up to 5d6
Oh.
if you want. You don't have to do all of them. If you want to do all of them, you totally can. But whatever you roll, you have 2d6 for free because of Artie's song.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my last d8. Do I add my?
You for every hit that you add your Constitution modifier. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So if you didn't for any one of those, add your con.
Okay.
When did
then
your
yeah, I
hit
did.
die
I
replenish?
did.
Long rest?
Yeah,
or-
you replenish half your hit die at the end of a long rest.
Okay.
So it takes you 2 days to recover fully.
I
If
want to
you
do 2 in my free 2.
okay, and remember your 2 hit die, your d6s.
D6s.
You add your Constitution modifier.
That's good.
Good,
I
good.
did it.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi. Hope you guys didn't get too rained on.
I got rained. That's bad.
So, you guys are about 30 minutes or so. You getting yourself already singing. You're told the information that everyone's above.
Okay.
What do the rest of you need to do?
If everybody's above and everybody wants to go, then I'm down to go.
I would imagine I want to find Nexus and Sonya,
Okay,
so I probably would.
sure. Are you taking the box with you?
Yes.
Okay.
How big is this
I want to
box?
stick it under my shirt.
It's like 2 feet by 3. It's not heavy. It looks old and like could be easily damaged, but from all the hits it took, it can take a big beating. And you try to unlock it several times, and it was just not successful. But it's you know, you can carry it. It's about yay big.
I'm gonna have it under my shirt, just kind
As she puts the box in
of
here.
hidden.
Okay.
So you 3 will start heading up. All right.
Okay, yeah.
And you
Okay.
healed yourself?
I did a little bit.
Yeah, you can if you decide that you want to add more, you can. That's within that hour. You can totally add more.
Okay.
Since it has started. I know some DMs kind of like cut it off and like that's because then you lose all of it. But that's so. So, as you guys are going up again, about
Thank
30-minute
you.
mark will hit when you guys meet everyone. So rewinding time for the past 30 minutes. Sonya, Jericho, you see as Nexus is coming into the house and Neff followed him. They exchanging some words and they weren't very pleasant since Nexus just decked Bone.
Yeah.
Neff.
We look
Not-
alike. It's okay.
Yeah. Even your
sisters.
characters totally the same.
Except for the pink wiener
Yeah.
thing.
Hermaphrodite.
Neff's knocked out right now,
Yeah, she is.
I
and you see
believe,
Nexus go into the house.
I believe
I don't
that
think
someone
no.
handed me a health potion a minute ago.
Me.
Yes,
Before I was.
I'm gonna give it to Neff.
Okay.
Neff. I don't know if I can jump.
You can just pour. You can pour it down
I
on
can
her
just
throat.
Put it
It's
down
fine.
your throat. There you go.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
You wanna do
D4.
your potion thing?
There's potions right there already done if you want to use fancy ones.
You said 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I got mine.
Yeah.
Those are D8s. Hang on. I did
That's
a
why you
Half of
should
that,
use the
half of that.
potion jar.
It's okay. I got
So,
better ones.
as you're pouring down the potion on her throat, anything else that you guys are doing?
7 plus 2 is 9.
The Nexus went back to the house.
Yeah. Nexus is like by the time you get to Nev, Nexus is not able to be seen. And since Ferris's daylight spell is not active,
Yeah.
the house is filled with shadows and lights, and the red glowing lights that are everywhere. You keep seeing things move and shift oddly, and the house looks alive
Okay.
and unpleasant.
I think I have a Cleric still up. Is there
Yeah.
anything I could see that's out of the usual?
You see your friend starting to come up the stairs.
Okay.
Job.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
She'll stab you in the nose.
I'm not just figuring out. Okay. Neff, are you okay?
I'm up. That dick.
Yeah. He was a big dick.
I'm gonna look around and be like,
I antagonize him.
That's all she.
I can't help it, man. He was an ass.
He was an ass. I see the others are coming upstairs to
Oh, thank God.
meet us, so we don't have to go inside at
That's
all.
good. Did they get boned?
Double check. Like,
Yes.
yeah, Bones there.
Okay, thank God.
As
All right.
you're asking all these questions,
gotta
you
get the
guys
fuck
meet
out.
up.
Yay! Hi
So
guys.
you're
Hi.
at that corridor leading before the house to the outside.
Avoiding the rug.
Avoid that road.
Avoid all the rugs, please.
The rugs.
But you guys search the house thoroughly. You know where all the traps are because they're all activated.
Yes. Tripped them all.
Everything's tripped. Nothing has unchanged. The vampires that you guys killed are all still there. The ghouls that you guys have killed are all still there. The only difference is now it's extremely hard to see. And then things keep moving. The temperature's still freezing. You feel like someone's always watching you. But you guys are... You face the threat and you guys are all together.
Well, not all.
So we're not in the house anymore?
You can choose not to be. You're like, it's your choice. You can step out of the house if you want or still be in the house. It's up to you. But you guys are met up at the front door, essentially.
Okay. Well, before I leave the house, I basically want to be like, Nexus, what about my deal? I'm gonna smash a window and leave.
Okay. Okay. Alright. And you see after that, you said it out loud or you said it in your head?
I said it out loud. I
Okay.
yelled it out. Like so it would go through the house.
Shit.
What about my deal?
Something, don't antagonize.
I'm
That's
gonna.
what we're good
I only
at.
did the window if it didn't respond at
I'm
all.
getting up, by the way, and I'm gonna scoot back.
I see me of the box. I'm gonna try
You don't. Yeah. You don't hear anything from that. And you smash the window.
I'll smash the window
Okay.
down.
The window is smashed now.
I hope it's drafty.
The curtains start moving. Yeah, nothing.
Poor
Uh,
window.
Step out.
It was just doing its job.
Artie steps out of the window.
Not anymore.
I see Mia with
So
the
much
box.
comments
Guys,
from the
fine.
peanut.
Yes, you do see Mia with the box.
I'm gonna go up to her and like, hi.
Hi.
Do you mind if I open that box in front of you, so it's not leaving your vicinity?
Okay, but away from the others.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. Nexus will still be busy doing things. So.
Oh shit.
All right.
Can we maybe like walk a little bit away from here before that happens?
So, how loud was y'all's conversation?
Oh, I like went up close to her and I had it just.
Okay. So, do you guys move away?
I would think we were like in the doorway still.
Yeah.
I wanna
The
move,
only one
like,
who's
to-
out will
I
be
have, like,
taking
a
the Artie.
corner or something.
Okay.
The corner of the house.
I'm just saying, I would notice if they left.
Yeah, I would imagine. I just want to see if anyone's gonna do anything about this.
I would like to sneak
Guys,
so I
guys,
can
guys,
see
guys,
if
guys.
possible.
Maybe
But nobody else notices, right?
Well, do I notice that he saw us?
Roll me stealth, and y'all roll me perception.
Ooh, I like that.
And then, what are the rest of you three do?
I'm saying quietly, but loud enough
Fine.
they can
Yeah.
That's
hear.
good enough though, my pluses.
Maybe not here.
You don't know what they're doing.
Right. Okay. So never mind.
Can I take
I
the
don't see
last
my
of the grave
nose.
dirt that I have and just
I'm
put it
being
on the
nosy.
threshold of the door?
Sure.
Just sprinkle it.
Was I
Just,
paying attention?
I want
and
I
I'll
wanna
say
see my
for
notice
Ferris.
and
Roll
also
perception
be
as well.
stealth.
What did? What was your
pulling
stealth?
out for Ferris.
13.
Did,
I
did
am.
you?
I'm pouring out the grave dirt.
Perception was
for Ferris.
15.
So you have no idea.
Okay.
And you hear some heavy footsteps, but you don't really see anything. Sonya.
I don't hear anything?
You hear, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
You just hear heavy footsteps. As you guys kind of veer off, what did you get on perception?
13.
If it makes any difference, I want to be like on top of the house looking down.
Want to climb on top of the house?
Like I want to be looking over the ledge or something. Unless there's like a bush.
Through the second story.
Okay. Let's not be so dramatic. Yeah, you can look through a window and just let me.
Oh, I'm inside still.
No, outside. But like on the balcony ledges part, so you can still be there and you can like hear and see. But as soon as you assume someone was looking at you, kind of just like hid, and so
Perfect.
through the window you guys see nothing. But Sonya, you think you heard something. At the same time, you hear things everywhere,
Ooh, yeah.
so it's not terribly suspicious.
All the
As
ghosts, right?
you notice that 3 of your friends are gone. The only ones that you see would be Bones and Neff.
Wolf brother.
So what does the wolf pack and Miss Bones do?
And Bones. Oh, we chew
I
on
want
her.
Bones.
I'm just kidding.
That is what happens when you leave me alone with the wolves.
I'm joking. We don't actually want to chew on her.
That's what they go see if
Oh
I
my
can
God.
find them.
Roll me. You have no idea where. Roll me investigation with a disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, I mean you.
Try again? Wait, no.
I mean it's gonna be a lower roll than what he rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you have no idea. But
I don't like this place.
so.
I don't.
Artie, you can hear what's happening. It's your prerogative if you want to try
Do
to
we
peek
wanna-
in, but that could potentially get you spotted. It's up to you. So,
We'll see.
Mia and Sonya, you guys are hidden in a side corner. The assisted shadows help in this specific situation. What do you guys do?
I want to slowly pull it out from under my shirt
Okay.
Ooh.
and like put it down, but I'm still kind of like holding
Yeah,
it.
of course. Okay. Let's say there's a table enough that you can put it down. As soon as you put it down, you don't notice that some rats like, start scurrying off.
Alright, I'm gonna like very slowly be like, I'm just gonna touch it and see if I can open it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna try to open it.
It doesn't open.
Yeah.
Can I try to help her?
You can roll Thieves' Tools, and with all the damage, and if you're assisting, I'll grant you the advantage. 19.
19 plus your.
Plus your pluses?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which pluses is it?
So it's your proficiency since you're a rogue, plus your dexterity.
So your
Plus
dex
7.
Plus 7.
26.
26
Damn.
beats the DC.
Yes.
DC was 25. So
This is
with
early
everything
in the
that's
party
going
and we
there,
broke the
you're it takes you a minute or two as you're using your tools to pick in and it's not working, but you kind of put your hand in between and start like feeling where the actual picks are going and get a better understanding of the mechanics of this. And it's complicated, but you also know there's a lot of magical enchantments that are assisting in this. But you're talented, and
Just kidding.
it opens.
Damn.
And with the open, you actually do see a little bit of some arcanic mist. This green vapor flows out. Artie, you hear a click and a slight little giggle
Uh-oh.
from whomever was excited about that.
Like, what's on this?
Who giggled? Can I tell who giggled? It matters.
It matters.
Sure. You can tell who giggled.
Who was it?
I don't know which one of you guys
Your
wanted.
imagination. Just kidding.
Oh jeez.
Both.
It was a ghost.
So, as I'm getting all my notes out for this specific situation,
Oh my god.
this is kind of a biggie.
Yay.
Wait, I have a spell for this. Where are we? Are we just in the doorway, just standing
At the
there?
moment, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna what you guys were doing at the same time.
Yeah. Just trying to
I-
get a little one.
I do want to look, like when I hear the giggles, I feel like they'll be like looking at it and not at the window.
Okay, roll me a stealth versus y'all's perception to see if you get
Do
spotted.
I get advantage because they're so enthralled with this awesome thing?
No, you're outside.
I mean, it's dark.
Yeah.
And we're in a corner.
I might not need it anyways.
It's yeah.
You're
I'll
probably good.
Oh,
sure.
shit.
I do.
It is very dark in the house, which obscures eyesight.
Right.
Oh my god,
18.
9.
13.
9.
All right.
I rolled
You
two.
you
I did
peek
too.
over just as the vapor of green mist appears from the now open box, and what you see within this magical chest is a old, and I mean old, wooden box as well.
Nah.
There's wrappings all around the
Uh-oh.
outside of it. It doesn't look heavy. It looks like big nails are holding it into place, and there is it's not a lock, but there's a latch on the middle of it. Kind of looks like a briefcase, but it's just this wooden box. And the wood is almost black. There's no real like engravings or any decorations on it. It's just plain box.
Would I know anything about it from my history of
Actually,
knowing
no,
things?
not this one.
Okay.
So there's
For
no
reasons.
holding it down to
Yeah,
the chest?
like I'm gonna use this as an example. Like you see how the rivets are holding this down,
Mhm.
but it looks like just thick nails that are holding the box together, like it's being attached, and then has like writings all around it with the like paper with the writings all around it and wrapping the box completely, kind of like Chinese talisman paper, but it's wrapped all around.
Can we tell what's, I guess, in writing on the paper?
Yeah, actually, these it's in common. You just can't read it.
Because it's so old, or
It's just in a different language.
let me use without touch. I'm not gonna touch it yet.
Okay.
Let me just clarify that. Comprehend languages.
Okay, and now you're able to read it.
Yeah.
Mark off that spell. So, it says on there, and I will say this in the proper voice because I can't speak this language.
Ooh.
Felipe V del Rey de Barniada de España.
Okay. Felipe.
Yes. Philip the Fifth.
Philip the Fifth, really?
Philip the Fifth of Bronya.
Of where?
Bronya.
Bronya?
Bronya.
Can you spell that?
Borbo with the ny and then
Nya.
an n.
Okay.
Bronya.
With the yeah.
You can roll history if you like. Both of you, if you want.
I'm good at history. Kind of.
Actually, you have an advantage on this. If you want to roll with an advantage, you may.
I would like to, since I got a 1.
Oh, okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
My dice don't like me.
18.
18. All right. You've never heard of Bronya. It's not a place. You do with comprehend. Would you no? With comprehend language, you're just able to read it. You're not able to dissect what this would be. So, Bronya is a.
You understand?
It's the ownership and crown of the king of France, Spain, Naples, Sicily, and Parma,
Ooh.
which predates Spain and France and all those countries. It's just whatever this territory is, or whatever this Felipe is, was owner of all this land.
Okay.
So, what do you guys do?
I want to try to open the box.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll assist her, but like very, very carefully.
So you guys kind of grab one of the box, hesitate a little bit, and then it just opens easily. And as you open, you see the latch. And as you move it, the nails aren't really holding it together necessarily, as you kind of see the nails go, as the nails go through the box. And when you see inside the box is a old wooden chalice with silver engraving in it. A lot of letters, a lot of papers. You see tiny little vials with different liquids within. You see a large, and I mean large, gold, diamond, and silver embroidered cross and a stake.
Oh.
Is the stake just like a wooden stake?
It's a wooden stake, the same wood as the chalice.
So wooden stake.
It's USDA Prime.
Get some of the A1 on there. Just eat it.
Oh Lord.
Wooden chalice. Nom nom.
So, what do you guys do? Do you see this? You see what they're opening?
I see it, and I'm not interested.
I want to pick it up and just kind of like
So I'm
close the
not
top and
going
hold
in.
it together, just kind of like keep it all together and
Okay.
keep the papers from like falling out.
Okay. So, with that, it's been a minute or so, at least. What are you three doing? As you notice that your friends aren't here. Already left, went outside, but Sonya and Mia are not in the house. I mean, not in your vicinity.
Did you guys find Ferris?
He was being buried outside. I kind of want to go get him. Get his body. I don't want to leave him here.
Okay.
Is that okay with
I
you?
mean, I think you guys are proficient at digging.
So you want to go dig his
That's
body up?
canine profiling, and I resent that.
That's canine profile.
That's racist. So you guys are gonna go to the grave and dig up his body?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Do you have shovels?
I mean, I don't know where everybody else
I
went.
do
but
not.
You
That's
can-
the only thing.
You
I
can
was
use your
like,
hands and weapons, but I just need to know how
I mean,
to
I
do it.
have
Use
a.
my doggy paw.
Okay.
Don't we have something in the dungeon? It's like a little pig thing. I'm trying to find where it was.
I
Yeah. might have a
have
grappling hook.
2 hand axes, which I mean, I
With
could
your
kind of.
assortment of weaponry
Yeah.
and tools and doggy paws,
Doggy paw.
you are able to dig. And it's gonna take a bit, but you already, as you see them digging right where the cemetery is, that is not tainted by the corruption of this island. What do you guys do?
Keep going till we get to
We already,
Ferris.
are we already in a coffin, or we still got a little ways
You,
to go?
if you're just gonna keep digging till you find a Ferris, then okay.
Till we find the Ferris.
Find the Ferris.
We
Can
gotta
I-
find that
Can I
Can I
Ferris.
use divine sense on the box to see if I get any like kind of sense from it or anything? I mean, I know it's magical, but anything deeper than that?
I want to get Ferris and get out of here.
I want to do the
You
same.
feel something
I would
immensely
like to know where that box went,
powerful.
but other than that, we should go.
The only thing that you felt that kind of has that same vibe, since you know, like celestials and things like that, and fiends aren't a thing in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very akin to the Mentor. The same emptiness and suction void of life and energy. You feel it, but immensely stronger. Roll me an Arcana.
Nat 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It popped out. Nat 20 and keeping it.
Okay, all right. That's good.
It's too good for the dice.
You sense this energy, but you almost feel like it's pulsating, not within the chest before it got closed, not within a lot of, but just one property in it has that innate, devastating depression coming from it.
Can you tell what it is?
You with their 20, and with you not being spotted by anyone, you can see that the chalice is really what's pulsating. Everything else in there, it
What I
has
was thinking.
minute things, but not as pungent as that chalice.
I want to drink out of it at some point. Just putting that out in my mind.
Okay. All right. So, you guys are still digging?
Yep.
You're about a foot in, 2, 3, 5, 7 feet in.
Holy shit! How far did he bury him?
Finding nothing.
I saw him, I think, bury him.
No, you were told that he was
That he
buried.
was being buried. Fuck. Okay.
All
So,
I know
Mia,
is what you guys are
calm
telling
down
me,
to
but
that.
I'm down to dig.
You're pretty far in. Like it's gonna take enough shoving you upward to get
Enough.
you guys out.
So pull me up.
You're not finding anything.
Do you guys want to keep going or stop?
This should have been enough.
I feel like maybe we should stop because we're getting to the point where we can't get out.
I'm a Jackie Chan.
You guys make it out fine,
like how you're just
assisting
nodding.
each other and pulling, using your strengths to your advantage, which would be your dexterity, you being pulled up, and you using your literal strength. Mia and Sonya, what do you guys do?
So I want to take the little box and put it back in the chest,
Okay.
cover it, just so no one can
Mhm.
see that we've opened it and like knows what's going on. So only me and Sonya know that
Okay.
what's in there.
I want to look around and see if anyone noticed us, or to spend like a few minutes, because I know I casted the spell and everything.
You
I'm like
can
ducking
roll-
and leaving.
Huh?
You can roll perception.
19.
Let's see. You feel pretty certain that no one saw you do anything.
Yeah, I'm just leaving the window area.
Okay. You see them coming out of a hole. And by this time, it's been about an hour.
Can I sense if Nexus is around?
No, you actually can't.
Okay.
You have all your normal functions. It's just he has a direct line to your head.
Oh,
So,
fun.
wait, it's been an hour already?
Yeah.
Okay, my charm is off, sir.
Oh yeah, yours is different.
Mine's
Okay.
almost an hour.
And this time, if you wanted, you could have also done a short rest.
Oh, yeah, I can do a short rest.
About this time, you would be able to hear it as you hear that creeping, comfortable, soothing sound of his voice. I think it's time for you guys to leave. Help your friends get off the island. Take care of them. You can leave the box anywhere. I'll pick it up. Thank you.
So I'm gonna hide the box.
Okay.
Cause I'm with her. I'll just
Mhm.
stay with her. I won't want her to give her herself.
How are you gonna bolt? Or are you just gonna try to? Are you gonna hide it within her watching in the same room?
I want to try to do it without, like, when she's not watching.
Roll
I'm
himself
not
versus a perception.
While she's doing that, I'd be like, I know my spell went off by now. wouldn't
Yeah, you would have felt it.
I? Perception?
Yeah.
19.
23.
Whoa.
So, you felt the spell leave.
I guess as soon as I felt the spell leave,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my charm that I got from my tarot card.
Okay.
Because we're still on the island, I really don't trust her.
Okay. As soon as that happens, you kind of see that she's turning away, leaving, and she's. As soon as that happens, and she's moving in different directions, and the shadows are moving in and out and obscuring her, that's when you feel that the spell has gone, and you're pretty certain that she can't see you as you kind of throw it in a secluded area hidden by the shadows and hidden by furniture and cloth. So what do you do? As you're pretty certain you hid it within that room,
Okay.
but no one was able to see you.
Okay. I guess if there's a way when I go to hide it, if I could just hide the inner part of the chest and just have the chest with me.
Okay.
That way it still looks like I have the whole thing with
Okay.
me.
Can I just, I guess, be following her, like really?
You can
Yeah.
by the time that that you see things, she just turns around and has the chest with her.
Where'd you go off to?
Oh, I almost dropped it.
Can she lie to me when she's charmed?
Am I charmed by her? I thought
Nope.
it was. Oh, okay.
Sure, yeah.
I redid it with the tarot card.
You haven't casted the spell yet.
Uh,
You want to cast the spell.
Yes.
And yeah, she can lie to you
Okay.
if she thinks it's within her best interest, unless you charm her not to lie to you.
I'm gonna charm her again.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Then.
Why can't we all
What's
just
my
get
wisdom
along? That's not how it works in
18?
D&D.
Against my passive wisdom.
Your spell DC, which is.
Spell DC is 15.
Which you know she tried to cast a spell on you, and it didn't work. She was trying to enter your head. Take that as you will.
Okay. I just want to hold the chest and walk past her and be like, stay out of my head.
Okay.
Just kind of like nudge her.
You little.
Okay. Is there any way of me knowing where she came from before
I mean,
that?
It's somewhere in that room.
That's what that perception
Yeah.
was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you didn't see it. There's so many supernatural things hidden here and there, and it was just so fast that you didn't even hear a box move or anything. To you, she just went into a location, turned around, and still has a box. There's nothing to indicate that she did anything fishy.
I'm gonna go in the room where she went into.
Okay.
Is my wine still up by any
Mhm.
chance?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have to go in and out of it. How long does it last? Because it's been an hour.
Yeah.
I believe it's an hour concentration.
It was. I think it's an hour. Passing time. Oh, 10 minutes.
Oh, well then
Yeah.
it's been long enough.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Since we've been in this room before, I'm just gonna go over it again, I guess.
Everything looks same. Nothing looks odd. Other than the odd supernatural shadows and eyes and furniture constantly keep moving and the temperature being almost 10 degrees. But other than that, it's pretty normal.
Yeah, from your point of view, she's holding everything that she was
I know.
before, so.
Alright.
There's real no reason to be suspicious.
Alright, then
So I wanna just walk ahead and be like, we gotta go, Sonya.
As you hear that, as she's walking ahead, and as you guys see Mia walking out with the chest, as you guys are climbing up, Marty, you see all this happening. You see Mia going out, your friends appearing from the hole that they were digging, Sonya following suit after. You guys are all outside, and by the time that Mia comes outside, you guys see through the shed where the ghost butler handyman was. You can just pretending to walk, but the feet never actually touching the ground. And then expeditiously the feet turn into like a ghostly tail, and it gets faster until he starts walking again, and he appears to you guys in this bluish form. The master has asked for you guys to please leave immediately. You're no longer welcome in his home.
Yeah.
I'm pretty done here anyways.
Y'all find Ferris? I see the hole.
No, he's not there. I don't know where he is.
Did you guys? It looks like you have the box. Did you get it open?
Are you guys doing this still there, or are you moving?
No, I'm walking at this point.
I was
I
Well,
believe
I'm gonna also.
They're walking away, right?
I'm gonna be like
Are you tagging? Okay. So,
I mean,
kind
I
of
was
like
gonna.
behind her, just so
Okay.
like nothing can come up behind
okay.
her.
I was gonna go up to Mia and say, "Hey, that looks kind of heavy. Do you want to put it in my bag?"
No.
Okay.
But you opened it.
There wasn't anything too suspicious, but I won't know until I identify it more later.
I'm just kind of hanging out towards the back, like bringing up the rear, like being real quiet.
I think we should probably go. What?
I don't know. I mean, Ferris literally died so we could get this thing, and you guys
I
can't
know.
say anything about what's going on. I don't know if I'm gonna leave until I see this thing.
I don't really want to leave without at least knowing where Ferris is. I mean, I know we saw him disappear, like drop and then disappear.
But
where did he?
I don't think
Do we
we
know that he
are up
died?
for another round with Nexus. Is all I'm thinking.
You know he fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you saw Nexus pick him up, ragdolled, and bite him, and then disappear into a mist.
Then she clairvoyance.
And
saw
she
him.
clairvoyance and saw that Nexus was burying Ferris.
Mhm.
And then when you guys got to the location, there's no body where
Yeah.
where you saw him being buried.
That was the last time was able to see Ferris was with Nexus.
Yeah, I'm just, as someone who, how many times did I die in that fight? I gotta see what we were fighting for. What in the heck was all of this for? We lost Ferris. Come on. Somebody tell me something. Let me see the damn thing, something. I'm really frustrated. Not leaving till I see something.
Well, my whole thing was to try to gain a new ally out of this, but that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk ahead and just say like, he told us to leave. We gotta go. I'm just walking ahead.
I don't give a crap
Yeah.
what he said.
Like,
I want to see the damn thing. Wait,
Yeah.
we're party together.
Mia, do you mind showing us what's inside the box just for a second so we can decide what to do further on?
We should get back to the lighthouse and then I'll show you guys.
Not cool with this. Nope. Ferris died. Gotta see it before I leave.
Just open it, close it. Like, I know what's in it, so it's fine.
I'm still charmed by Nexus.
By Nexus.
Yeah, so no.
This seems very like the fight we just had where our two allies stood there and watched half of us die. Really cool with the way you guys behaved there. Super cool.
I would just say that, you know, if someone's sitting there trying to negotiate with somebody and then you start an all-out brawl with them, maybe putting someone else's interest before your own.
Yeah, I totally was trying to negotiate too. The person who started the fight, unfortunately.
But at least we knew that he had our back when shit hit the fan, when some other people didn't do anything. I mean, we've known you the least amount of time.
Yeah, I'm just not cool with this. I want to see the damn thing that Ferris died for. This is the whole point in coming here. We can play this game. You guys
Still
decide.
walking, right?
If unless you say you want to stop, yeah,
No,
you
I'm
just
still
keep
walking.
walking. All right. As you see,
I'll
takes about
follow.
10 minutes to go through the mountain, going downwards a little faster. She's almost 1/4 of the way to the boats,
And we're still.
and you're following Mia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is approaching towards like almost shouting distance now.
Alright. Guys, I think we're not gonna get anywhere unless she actually shows us what's in the thing, so we have to go after her, right?
Yeah, but
I guess, but how are they going to get across a boat without us? 'Cause we kind of help them unless they
What, that
magically
12-hour
can
ride?
swim. Yeah, let's see that happen.
I think we should get away from his place, is all I'm saying. I don't want to tangle with him again today. We're not in fighting order.
I agree. I'm not trying to fight with Nexus anymore. I mean, he
Let's
can kill
go.
us.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to leave until
I
we
don't wanna leave.
understand.
I don't want to leave, and I don't want to leave Ferris. I'm not saying that. I'm saying right now, go after them to find out what's going on. And I want to go back for Ferris, but we don't know where he is. And I don't want to deal with Nexus again. He almost killed me again.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, it was rough.
He almost killed
All
you.
of us. Oh, for
He almost
sure.
killed all of us. So let's just get away from his place and walk towards them. That's all I'm saying.
How far are they from us?
At this point, they're reaching almost a halfway mark.
Which is distance what?
Almost 300 feet or so.
That far ahead of us?
Yeah, for spells wise, as you guys were talking, and she's been constantly moving,
Walking, yeah.
and already constantly doing as well.
Okay.
Well, if it's just us four hanging back, right?
Yeah.
Since you're still there.
Quiet road. So then.
I'm gonna slowly start going that
Yeah,
way,
that's
but I'm just like, I don't trust them.
I don't either. That's my
I
whole
don't
point.
either. At
I
this
don't
point.
see why the
I
people
wanna-
who did nothing, spilled no blood, are taking the thing that we killed ourselves
And-
for, literally.
Like, I can tell you what was in the box, but I know my spell on her went away. I have no control over her, so I don't know what she's up to right now.
Yeah, I don't know either, and that's why I want to go find them so that we can keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Because she has a thing.
So,
Can you saw it, correct?
yeah, it was
Can
just,
you do a clairvoyance at all to see where it is now?
I'm gonna have to rest a little bit longer before I can do that again.
Okay, nothing we can do just to ensure that we know we're in the right spot.
Now.
While all this is happening, can I stealth?
Sure.
Is there like stuff on the side
There,
that I can go into?
you're going down into like trees that are twisted and torn, and like literally black rocks against black shrubbery and fogs of different thicknesses depending on which part of the layers you are at. So there's quite a bit of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your intention?
My intention is to disappear.
Okay. Roll me stealth. You in from Mia?
Yep.
Okay.
I like it when it comes out. 15.
15.
Apparently
Okay.
it does well for
All right. Keep that number in mind. What is your passive perception, Mia?
What?
What's your perception? Plus 10.
Oh, I don't have it.
Perception plus 10?
Yeah.
Is that including bonuses?
Yeah, like 17. Okay, so your passive is 17. That means
Okay.
Without you being like in combat or something distracting you, you focusing on something. Naturally, you have a 17 all around you. You see him dart off and go to location, kind of
still
hidden
moving.
behind a tree. Yeah. So are you good? Are you doing anything, or are you just gonna keep going to the boats?
I'm gonna become suspicious of him and stealthily move in the opposite direction.
Okay. As you see me moving in the opposite direction that you.
As long as I'm
Like,
gonna
I'm
stay
still
as
going
close as I
towards-
can to be like around her, because
Okay.
my intention's not really to hide from her.
Yeah. You're still following her, right?
Just like with all the stuff that they're
Yeah.
saying and stuff now, I'm feeling
Well,
like
you
they're gonna
can't
come
hear
and attack
us.
us. Well,
Yeah, you-
before I left though, you guys were like talking shit.
There was
I just said I want
hostility.
to see the thing, and then she just started running away.
There is some
Well,
hostility
let's say
within
the
the intention.
about us not attacking anybody.
No, I was saying that to you. Yeah, that's for sure.
So that's where he would be.
You
going
can-
at.
Hostile
you guys-
as I can be as
you
a
guys,
little kid.
you guys are you have track of each other, but you have distanced yourselves in that situation. As since they're doing that, what are you four still doing? Are you still close-ish to
Nope.
the manor, or are you starting to walk down?
Walking
Very
down.
slowly. Just
Do we?
I'm
talking.
You said they're 300 feet, so we can see that they just split each other, or we can't see that far because the darkness.
It's.
My other intention is
Yeah.
to pull out my lantern thing, so
Okay.
I've got a little bit of light.
You have your light. What
I
is
don't know how
y'all's
far that
passive perception? You four.
It is.
Passive wisdom?
If you don't have anything in perception, then it is passive wisdom.
Am I able to dash when I'm traveling?
Yeah, you can run full. You can run 3 times your speed normal if you want to.
I will do so.
What did he say?
Okay.
This is your
Perception.
Passive perception. So your perception number,
Perception.
just add a 10 to it. As if you were rolling the
Yeah, it's
d20 and you got a
it's
10.
13.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 13 also.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I was gonna say yours is probably really good.
13.
Okay.
You're
Oh yeah,
12.
12.
Alright, so Quiet Wolf Boy is kind of keeping track of what's happening, and you kind of see them split. From your perspective, you see Mia just start running towards the boat, and Artie is nowhere to be seen. But as you guys are looking at, you do hear, unfortunately, the of some deep guttural growls, and you said they're of very similar to dogs, but these things look a lot bigger than dogs. As from the edges of the matter, you see these large wolves just start approaching and just inching closer to you guys, like starting to make a line towards you.
Guys, do we run? What do we do?
I mean, we're moving off the island.
Yeah,
Not fast enough for him, apparently. But
let's
just go.
just go. We'll
we
deal
could
with
just
this
go on
later.
the boat and like go maybe an hour out and discuss about this more or something.
So
We're going.
Before we leave though, I want to like turn around and get back at the manor. And I know he's not there or looking at a window
Yeah, yeah.
or anything, but I just want to say, like, you and me, we're not done.
Very disappointing. I'm gonna be like, really? But yes. With an 8 HP.
We're not done. Okay, bye.
You get a short rest.
So,
So before we get off the island completely, where we actually at that level where the rats are and
Mhm.
stuff, I'm gonna be like, "Where's my bat?"
your bat will be by the boat.
Okay. Yay! I get my bat and go, "I love you." Get in my pocket.
You've been at the boat. You're gonna be there for a couple. I would hesitate to say more than a minute or so before people start approaching you. Artie. And you see your friends starting to move. There's probably like 100 misspelled words in there, and I apologize. I can clarify for you if you
I
need.
don't know what this first word is.
The first word.
It's really bad. It's also 3 letters.
Yeah.
That word has been said and made me trigger this.
Yeah,
But
you
Red.
just
Yeah.
if you mind writing a little.
What? How is that hard to read?
I'm dead.
How
Can
is
I
that?
translate?
Yeah. Actually, sure you can.
Death can translate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It does those things.
Not really. It's got like
Okay.
Ventilation.
So Artie, as you see your friends moving, and technically with your passive of 16, you see that Artie's kind of just looking at you guys, not being defensive or threatening in any way, but he is in a different position looking at you guys. As you guys see Mia at the boats. What do you guys do?
I
I'm just gonna
mean,
be like
I think-
staring at Artie like.
How you staring at me? I'm like in the woods, right?
Yeah, but his passive is 16.
So he's
I
all
see.
you.
For the sake of not having a map out and in specific
know you.
detailed terrain, he can see you.
I smell you.
I have the personality where, you know, I want to learn, I want to read, I have this ridiculous attachment to artifacts. I gotta see this thing before we leave. I mean, otherwise, what was it all worth?
Yeah, I'm surprised, besides those hellhounds or whatever, that Nexus isn't trying to get this box.
I mean, why would he let us go so easily, theoretically? I mean, we didn't whoop him in any way. He killed one of us. He killed all of us at some point. Or almost all of us. I have to see this thing. That's just the personality I have.
It won't. It was a previous conversation, and we'll talk to you about it in a minute. But it doesn't. It just.
So that's what I'm
Okay.
telling to you. I don't know if Mia can hear me now, but
I'm
I just
playing
have to
these
see this
games.
thing.
Don't break my heart. Yeah. So, Artie, what do you do after it flutters away?
Am I
Oh,
in the
okay.
boat or am I just standing by
You,
the boat?
your choice. You can be in it or
I'd
you're,
like
you're
to
there.
be in the boat, like sitting on the chest.
All right, each other.
We'll see.
On top of the chest, like using it as
Like
okay.
it's my little seat.
Okay, as you see, a little bit kind of slowly down than the actual seats on the boat, since the chest is a little bit lower. But yeah,
And at this point, they're over by the boat themselves.
they're
or are they walking up?
they're almost there. Given a little bit distance for RP purposes, depending on what they want to do and what you want to do and what you want to do. But they're about to get there. You can see this, and you also notice that someone's also singing. Hasn't said anything or done anything, but you saw a wolf boy look at you and then just keep it quiet and start walking.
Well, like, as soon as they pass me, I'm gonna come up behind them, not do anything creepy or anything.
Okay.
Just,
All right, and
just join them silently, and if they don't notice me, they don't notice me. I know that you notice me.
It's gonna be a second or
You
two
know that I
before
know
you guys
you know.
see that Artie is just
I
there.
know that you
I'm
know
just
that.
trailing behind them. I'm not like right behind them.
Yeah, he's following you guys, and as you guys are starting to approach the boat, and once the closer you get to the boat, the more light there's physically here, and the atmosphere of this location and just the general taintedness that the island has. You guys forgot that it's still daylight. It's still the middle of the day. As you guys approach the boat, you feel the warmness fight against the coldness of the island. And you start seeing the sun, like it's still there. You guys have been in this island for maybe 2-3 hours.
That is an insane amount of stuff we just went through.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm gonna get on the boat.
Right?
Somebody tell me why.
See Artie gets on the boat,
I know.
and you see a bat fly next to you.
So if they see the chest and they see that we got what we went for,
Mm-hmm.
why would they be suspicious of that?
I want to see what's in it. We were trying to open it for a lot of
Yeah, she
rounds
didn't see
and
us
it
open
didn't
it.
work. All your thieves' tools broke. Nothing worked. I want to see it. That's just how I feel.
I mean, it's just like I didn't look into it further, but it looked like at first glance a bunch of junk. But unless we read the papers and I'm able to put some mojo on it, I can identify more. But
Did you see anything
it was.
that you can tell us? Like words, anything you could recognize?
It had a name outside the box, Felipe the Fifth, and then inside was like a chalice, a cross, a stake, and there's some like letters and vials of stuff. I'm not sure what. I didn't have enough time to look into it more.
Huh.
Just as for further atmosphere, those two wolves are still trailing you guys. 100 feet away, but they're still trailing you guys. And as they start approaching the part where there's just a nest of rats, the rats would flee.
Yeah.
As the wolves start approaching.
Guys, do we want to go?
Am I able to know when Nexus took the box I left behind?
No. Again, it's, he can only enter your head. You can't.
Okay, he has. Okay.
Yeah. You can try talking to him, but you know that the time that you have, he has to start the communication.
Can I do a history check as Sonya's telling me about?
Yeah, I'll let you roll. Yeah.
See if I have any familiarity with some of the stuff she's saying. Yeah.
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
What'd you get?
I have a whopping 12 there.
There's many kings throughout these areas. Philippe is just Latin name. That helps. It's within the Latin alphabet. That narrows a lot down, but it's also vague enough that you have no idea.
Yeah, I don't feel like I know much about this. You figure we would have heard something since it seems such.
I mean,
Can I see it at least to see if I recognize anything from some of the stuff I've read?
In addition,
I don't.
from y'all's history rolls, everyone that has rolled history on this box, all this is quote unquote Muggle history. Not anything within anything you've ever heard of or learned from Hogwarts or anything ever relating to anything magical.
Oh.
That's weird since it's a weapon against the undead. The undead wouldn't be the Muggle world, I would think.
I know, but the undead hadn't been alive at some point.
The wolves are getting closer, guys.
I
That's
just can I
true.
see it
I'm
so
just
I can see
keeping
if I recognize anything. I don't know, maybe.
Do you want me to help pull the boat again, or what?
Wait, if we're gonna start going and if we see what's in the box again, I can start identifying hour per hour what each thing is.
So we have a lot of time to figure it out.
Yeah, instead of waiting till later.
Okay, so can we see the box, Mia, so we can start looking at it?
Are y'all already in the boat?
I mean, you're close enough. If that's your choice, if you want to get in or not.
I'm still, I guess, outside the boat.
I was standing on the dock with my intention, yeah, or whatever it's attached to, mooring.
So I'm gonna
I'm
pull it
just gonna
out.
keep an eye on the wind.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna pull it out from
I'm
underneath
turned
the
around
boat,
and
hold
looking
it
at
up
him
like
again.
that.
You
Like,
see
yeah, I'm in the
Mia-
boat though, but I'm
yeah.
holding it up. Like,
See Mia hold it up as she stands up first. Holds up the chest.
Okay, I'll go closer and be like, okay, let me start. We can start going off the island, and I can start identifying the objects. If you give me one, we can start going.
Do you want
Yeah,
me-
I mean, I've seen that part of the chest. I'd like to see what's inside of it.
Do you want me to pull the boat again?
How strong do you feel right now?
Yeah.
Not. I mean.
You guys
I
have
been drowned?
rows.
I
Like,
can-
most of the time, you guys were rowing. It's
Yeah.
not like you were the only one pushing.
Right. No.
It's
but-
a
She
team
was
effort.
out. She was out pulling, and we were rowing.
I know.
Yeah, but that's not going to be the entire. Swimming and pulling versus rowing. You guys were.
Yeah.
That was the main part.
I
How
mean,
close
I'm-
are these wolves now?
They're technically about 100 feet away.
I'm gonna throw my javelin in front of them, like not
Mm.
intending to hit
Okay.
them, but like to say if they cross it, then like
Okay. As you.
then shit's gonna go down.
It's about maybe like 20 feet from them or so.
I want it 10 feet from them.
10. All right, it's 10 feet from them.
Yeah.
And as soon as they cross that, I'll let you know. So, what do you guys do?
I mean,
I'm,
I
like,
have.
standing.
I still have enough.
Okay.
Strength. I could start rowing
Okay.
for a little bit until you start healing up
I
a little
mean,
bit.
I can. If I take like an hour to rest or something, then I feel like I could do more probably.
Or someone else can row, and then I can start identifying the objects also,
Yeah.
and just vice versa, back and forth.
Okay. And we had 2 boats, right? So.
Each boat can fit up to 4 people.
Right.
Comfortably.
Okay, so Sonya,
So
did you
3
get
and
the
3?
box from Mia?
No, Mia, can I start identifying objects? And me, Bones, and Neff can be on this boat with you.
So I'll just hand it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it the way that we opened it before. We're still in the boat, and we're still haven't taken off.
Okay. By the time you open it, there's nothing inside. And already noticed that the wolves have crossed that line.
Mia, my
Alright,
darling
I'm gonna
friend.
take a
Where's
step
the other
out of the
Russian
boat and
doll
start
in this
walking
Russian
towards the
doll?
wolves.
Okay.
Sorry.
You see the
that's
wolves
funny.
start approaching you guys as Artie is
Since we're
Sorry.
not like leaving.
approaching the wolves.
Mia?
So I just kind of like, oh.
Bones?
Huh?
There's no box.
I'm looking at these wolves getting real close to
Yeah,
Artie.
but there's no box inside the box. I'm just gonna turn it upside down. It was here when I looked at it.
I'm
like-
gonna sigh, I'm gonna get out of the boat, and I'm gonna hold up my maul and go up to Artie and be like, I guess we're gonna fucking fight again.
Sorry, I don't have full health.
That's great.
Nice.
I'm not.
I'm over half.
I am also.
I'm gonna.
We could just
Hurt.
also leave.
We could.
For what point?
For what point?
I'm gonna just put it out there. I saw what was in the box. I can't stab stuff with it.
What about the steak?
I can't stack stuff.
I can make my own steak.
Damn.
Medium rare.
Damn it! Damn it all to hell!
I know, I'm just
As
like,
the wolves are maybe 15 feet from you, Artie. And
I have a specific thing that Artie's looking for. And that's
I just
not
start
it, so.
crying. I am angry crying.
okay.
Like
Okay,
hot
if they're
tears that are
getting like
evaporating because
within
I'm
like
so
range
angry.
of me, I'm gonna attack one.
Like,
Okay.
we
They're
lost
still 15 feet away.
Ferris
Yeah, but-
for
Yeah.
nothing.
I'm ready.
I know.
You have your sword
to
out.
attack. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm throwing the box at the wolves, be like, what the fuck?
As you do, the box kind of goes over your feet, and you see that it hits one of the wolves, and the wolf.
Can I like, if it's going in front of my feet, kick it at the wolf?
Sure. As the wolf kind of takes a hit, but you see it start inching closer to you guys, and just innately just start barking at you guys like they
I'm gonna growl at him.
start barking at you guys, and they're now 10 feet away from you.
I don't even know.
Fuck.
Transform.
Are you going? Okay.
Oh god.
Sonya, are you sure you saw something?
yeah.
It wasn't an
I wanna close
illusion.
the
Like
gap
there was physical
and
things.
go.
It looked like physical things.
I
I didn't
imagine me
touch
hitting the
anything,
one, whatever
but
would be
I
on the
saw
left.
them
Okay.
jingle or move. Like they were.
Do you think he faked us out and it was an illusion? Did anybody?
could we
Did you
just
see anybody
leave?
hold it? Like it was in a hand?
It was in Mia's hand, but she closed it, so she touched it also at one point.
What happened? Do you think he
Oh my god.
I mean, you
Okay.
made it disappear?
So you're
when
attacking
we
the wolf
started
in front of you?
leaving?
Mhm.
All right. Roll me to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use these to represent the wolves right now.
Fuck.
17.
17 hits a wolf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a divine smite at level 2.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
After I'm uncharmed, will I remember what I did while I was charmed?
Yes.
What?
You remember?
Oh my god.
18.
What do we do? What was the point of any of
I'm gonna
this?
re-roll my 1 for my greater weapon fighting.
Boats. As Mia's not on the ground, but she's on a boat.
They're like, yeah, that's
25.
Okay. That might kill a wolf. I'm just letting you know.
Good.
But roll me.
18.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hit.
Roll me the damage.
If it does kill the wolf, that's something to say.
Okay.
8.
8 points of damage. Okay. As you see the wolves getting closer and closer, Artie's blade shines with the goldenness of his attack. And I am still looking for the wolf stats. Okay. Yeah, you definitely kill it. As it doesn't lunge or anything, and you just grab the sword, slash right between his heart, and turns into smoke. As you get your maul, you did 8 points of damage.
8.
Hit it, and you hear the of the wolf cry, and it's extremely bloody, but it's still there, and it just starts.
Well, I have another attack.
Okay, well, made a second hit.
Yay.
And the wolf poofed into smoke.
And I'll
Another
be
18.
like, you don't get none of this.
Okay.
Say it. I was watching.
Okay.
18 to
And
hit.
18
and
hits.
then 13.
So yeah, the wolf poofs.
Those are the only 2 wolves. Right?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, fine.
Holding up my maul hurts my arms right now.
Yeah, leaving this place without anything hurts my heart right now.
Yeah, I'm still crying and mad.
I am
crying.
too.
I mean, we're on a
And-
boat and there's no one here to burn the boats.
Oh, don't say that. I wish he could burn the boat.
As you guys
Just one time. I made a boat for him to
from
burn.
the top of the hill that you guys are, you see a blue specter start appearing, start moving
Son of a bitch.
fast.
Come on.
Well, this is perfect. Let's just fight every damn thing.
What do you guys do?
I just take my wand out.
I just want
want
to be like.
thinking about doing firebolt or whatever the fuck it's coming to.
I just want to basically be like.
Not doing it yet, just holding
We
it.
could have
mentally.
potentially left here with an alliance instead of nothing, though. We didn't have to fight him.
I agree. I mean, I thought we were
I mean-
convincing him, but he also called us insignificant bugs
would have
enough
had-
times.
A better chance.
But if you're like 10,000 years old,
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, why would any of us impress him? That dude
16
was
years
whooping
doesn't
our
really
pants.
compare.
He was spanking us like it was his job.
Probably
God.
We also killed
That
his
analogy.
entire
That's
family
a
on the
good
way to
one.
him.
We didn't know it was his family. They were trying to kill us.
I mean, I had a good reason. They were chaining me up and stuff, and they were gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And they
But-
had taken you from us.
I
And
mean,
they tried to
I
kill
knew
us a
that-
lot.
I mean, I'm just saying that's why he would probably be mad.
Yeah, I get that we were on the wrong side of this from walking onto this island for our evil quest, but let's not leave with nothing.
As you guys see that ghostly
He
specter
tricked us.
appear, and it's the butler. That wasn't nice. You guys can leave now.
What was
Expeditiously.
Or what?
What wasn't nice?
You guys killed the pets.
I put down a marker, and they went past it. We were obviously getting in this boat, but you guys kept on coming. Actions.
You know
have
what else wasn't nice?
consequences.
Killing our cleric. That wasn't nice.
I will let the master know.
I'm sure he knows.
Tell him I said hi.
He kind of waves, smiles at you, and then disappears. So, what do you guys do?
Bones. There's nothing else we can do here.
D-ship, and I'm gonna sit in the boat.
We
Alright.
don't have Ferris.
Get into the boat.
We don't have what's on the box.
Stuff again.
How are we dividing up who's sitting where?
I don't care. I'm just
In what
getting in the
boat?
damn boat.
I just want to jump in the water.
Bones.
It sucks. It sucks. I'm 100%
You're in
positive,
this one?
unless some fuckery was happening, this dude bait and switched us into nothing
Yeah.
and dying. That is
I'm getting
awesome.
in a boat.
Which boat do you want?
I feel like a tool.
I'll be with Bones on one boat, if you don't mind. I'd be like, if you don't mind keeping an eye on those two.
Yeah, that's fine.
You might need to keep
I'm
me from
standing
jumping
right
in right
next to
now
you.
because I
Hello.
am.
I didn't say it quietly. What?
I'm right here.
Yeah, you too. Not you.
So,
Okay,
you guys
so-
are gonna get on the boat?
I will,
Let's take
if
off
I do
halftime.
hear her say
Yeah.
that, right?
I mean, you didn't say you were doing it
I
quietly.
didn't do it quietly.
Yeah. And I'll be like, well, I don't really trust your judgment very well either, though.
I don't trust my own judgment because I let you travel with us, so we're on the same boat.
I hate everybody.
Oh, we're not on the same boat.
We're not the same boat, but
I mean,
I hate myself.
I never attacked you.
Shots are fired.
I'm just gonna go to my other boat and sit down and comfort Bones.
Okay, so
I'm
you
getting.
guys get in your individual boats
Yeah.
with the attempt to leave.
Yeah.
For the sake of it being 8, we're
Yeah.
going to take our break there.
Okay.
So it'll be them 4 in one boat and then us 2 in our own.
No, I'm with you guys.
Okay.
All right, so it's 3 and 3 in the boat.
Yep.
And we will pick this dramatic story.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys in 10.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Hail, traveler. Do you seek the legend of the 5 sacred dragon masks and the horrors they wrought upon this world? Then join us Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time. And glory be to Tiamat.
You're a wizard.
I'm a what?
You're not. We're the Wizards!
Watch us, Hogwarts Prep D&D.
Every Wednesday night at 6:30 on Divine and Conquer's Twitch channel.
Expecto Patronum.
Recently, on the Sacred World campaign, the players found a book, an angelic tome from the angel called Avicent. What is inside that book? Well, you're just gonna have to find out. Friday night at 8:30 at the Divine and Conquer Twitch channel. Hey guys, every other Tuesday we're going to be doing a Magic the Gathering stream. For the first couple episodes, we're actually going to be seeing what the best guild around it is. We have pre-made decks. Everyone's going to do a free-for-all 3v3 tournament. Let's see if your favorite guild wins.
Going to be a vote. Change a little bit of the atmosphere. As you guys are pushing off and leaving in your boat, 2 boats in sets of 3s. The immediate temperature of the sun starts staking you guys, just because you were there for a good while and your body's kind of started getting used to that temperature. Used to is not the right word. You were tolerating it. Yeah, no clouds, completely different atmosphere. The smashing of the waves, oddly calming. And even though you guys are very close together, missing a friend, you probably have not felt this separated since... I swear to God, I turned you off. You stupid... Beautiful phone.
Bell toll. Class is over, guys.
Alright, you can go home. I'll get your XP tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, you guys have not been this distant, at least emotionally, since you've traveled together. So, for the next 6 hours of rowing, is there anything you guys want to do before you acquire your direction towards the lighthouse?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna talk to Artie.
Sure, you guys understand about.
And Mia, if she will talk back to me. We know that you were yeah. I'm on the other side. I'm helping at least, so we're kind of.
I assume everyone's
sitting
helping.
next to each other. That's weird.
But I imagined us in a row, like
Oh.
2 oars each.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's fine.
Everyone's doing their thing.
While I am charmed, am I aware that I am charmed, or I'm just in like...
You know he cast a spell on you, but that doesn't bother the fact that he's like the coolest person ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
me?
No,
Exactly.
you're good. No, I'm just gonna say, we know that you were trying to make a deal with Nexus, but things went sideways. And instead of helping us fight, you kind of just stood there.
Well, I
That's
will
why
say
we're
that
upset.
some of those weren't my decisions, but as a player. But
Right.
I will say that with my experience, whenever you're going against a lord that's this strong, it's better to have them on your side than against you.
Right.
Obviously, you see what a mistake it was to preemptively attack him before he attacked us. You disrespected him, and he's not going to let that go lightly.
I'm gonna just...
You tell him.
Going against him is like going against the Green Dragon.
Trust me, I'm
And he's not
aware.
worried about the Green Dragon.
I'm aware.
So he's on a level possibly above the Green Dragon.
I want it to be noted He literally said none of you are leaving here alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, bad guy.
I know I'm dead.
Neff
No,
hears Ferris in the back of her mind.
Yeah.
And I
You
also
know,
would like to point
He
out
did say
that I
that he
did
wasn't gonna leave anybody
get
alone.
blasted with a fireball as well as everybody else
Yeah.
in the middle of while trying to talk him down.
We can't hear anything they're saying, right? We're in
Yeah,
kind of
different
closed
color.
door in the other
We
room.
just know that they're talking.
They're talking.
Okay.
Words actually carry pretty well over water.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
But-
read lips, but
If
I don't
someone's
know.
not going
But
really loud in the other
we could have
room.
avoided the situation, not been heard, and possibly just been able to leave.
I don't disagree, but like I said, shit went sideways. And
But it was also us preemptively making it go sideways.
I don't think it was really us preemptively making it go sideways, but
I mean, a fireball to the face isn't
Dude,
preemptive enough.
I've had 2 fireballs to the face. I know that's preemptive. No.
You've had 2
I-
balls to the face? What?
I got teabagged by fireballs,
we don't-
okay?
All I'm saying is he didn't attack us until that happened.
Leroy Jenkins.
He didn't attack us until that happened. He was
Yeah.
having a pretty peaceful conversation with me before that.
Peaceful. He was kind of. I mean, I understand you were trying to negotiate. That I understand. However, when things went sideways and he was attacking us, I feel hurt that you guys didn't help.
I wanted to say that he was defending himself.
Who Nexus was? Okay.
And if you guys do remember, Artie was trying to pacify the conversation and was healing.
Yeah.
And did say, hey, I don't want to do this. Let's
Yeah.
talk it out.
Yeah.
And Nexus never physically approached him at all and in any threatening way.
Yeah.
He only approached a person who was doing the
Damage.
So it did seem to us like he was defending himself.
To me, 100%. To you, you make up your interpretation for Artie. He never attacked Artie, nor Mia.
Mm-hmm. He
And
did
all-
seem like he enjoyed the fight.
He was,
But-
yeah. He mentioned it many times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And from as the conversation started going in and out, and you're hearing it, that does trigger something that he did say to you. Before when someone passed, which technically you're the only one that heard it.
I would just like to say, though, that, I mean, it's nothing against you or anybody else that's here. It's just whenever you've dealt with people as powerful as I have, you realize that everything can be taken from you
So
if you make the wrong moves.
when you say you've dealt with powerful people, like who are we talking about?
I'll put it out there, but only to you.
Okay.
She already knows. I'm going to pull up my sleeve, and I'll show you my Grindelwald tattoo that's all scarred up.
It's scarred up. Like, like, is it look like it was maybe burned or maybe cut? Be
I was
like,
gonna be like, ew, already put that away.
Awesome.
I put it away.
So-
I feel bad.
Neff is kind of just still for a second. Like, she stopped rowing and she's kind of just going, you were a follower?
Things sound better on paper than they do whenever you see it firsthand. For the greater good
Oh, God.
isn't exactly for the greater.
Interesting. Well, you already know my mom's a Grindelwald bitch, so. So.
Do I? Do
Yeah.
I know her?
Well,
Wait,
it
came on
was
her dad.
mentioned a lot
A
in those
lot.
conversations with her
Her
father.
dad's
So yeah,
house was destroyed,
Yeah.
and that they thought it was.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Does Neff say that out loud, or you're saying that? Okay. So, all right.
Do you know that my mom's a Grindelwald bitch? That's how I put it, man.
GB.
I said,
That's
I mean, I do know them.
Yeah.
I've met
I mean,
her, and,
no, well,
or I just know of her.
you know the conversations, yeah, that her and her father were having.
Okay.
So like you get the gist of that family drama that the mother was.
But I don't know her personally.
No.
Okay. There's a lot of followers. There's more than you would really think of.
A lot of Europe is in America too. Yeah.
Yeah. You know
So
that they came
you-
after me?
So I'm gonna just peek my head and be like, Nexus isn't a follower. And I just get out.
I'm basically
So my
now
intention-
going,
Thank you.
rolling my eyes so big. and
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
just be
much.
Like, oh my god.
But so my intention was to gather more powerful people to help fight against Grindelwald and stop him from getting the Hollows. Because my job was to help find relics and follow rumors that we're supposed to do this kind of stuff.
Well, maybe
And-
let's recheck when you're done.
Okay.
And he had an item which I thought could have been one of the Hollows. It wasn't. So I'm not interested anymore.
Okay. History?
Mhm.
I don't know shit. Let me double check.
it could be a DC of 1.
Could be.
It's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, you know what the hollows are.
Yay! I know what the others are.
They're a children's fairy tale. Like,
That's
mean-
true.
Yeah, but that children's fairy tale doesn't necessarily mean it has to be told in Europe, right?
Right.
So DC's low. So you know what that means. I know what it is. That doesn't mean that you think it exists or
Yeah.
that they're real.
Right.
It's a children's fairy tale.
Actually, wouldn't it?
yeah, like the dead guy said.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're
You
no
could-
longer
you could-
interested because he didn't have a hollow.
I'm not interested in the item that was there.
Oh.
I'm in the boat of emotion.
I know. We'll talk later.
But yeah, I'm not interested in the item that I saw because it's not what I'm looking for.
The item that was in the chest? Is that what you're talking about, or what? The item that?
Mhm.
Jess is getting
I'm
confused.
gonna
I'm
be like, I was being sneaky.
Rude.
So, oh, you saw it. Okay. Do you know what happened to it?
No, I walked away. But again, I mean, for me, it wasn't something that I needed. So
Mia, what happened to it? Oh my god, I'm just like talking to myself, muttering to myself.
I will turn this boat
I'm
around.
gonna basically say, I mean, she's obviously under some kind of spell.
I know. I can tell. We've seen it with Ferris before.
Yeah.
And then I get quiet and cry as I'm rowing.
I'm just gonna ask, does anyone else miss Nexus? Okay.
Just saying, like he's pretty cool. Like, I
He's
like his,
between us. I'm just letting that be known.
I like his bald head.
Artie's between us, because
I mean, he had a nice shirt. It came off. Is there
come back
anything
and visit.
that
I'm not saying I'm Team Edward, but I'm totally Team Edward.
oh my god.
He's shiny.
is there? Oh yeah, you would be Jacob.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be.
I am Jacob. What are you talking
anything
about?
specifically
I'm
in the
hermaphrodite.
other boat? If not, we're gonna do a little bit of fast forwarding.
I mean, I definitely want to talk to Sonya.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I tried, my dude.
That's
I
our
tried.
character.
Here's the thing. We're teenage girls. What you think's going down? We're
Oh,
just
man, I'm
spilling
sitting
some
right
tea.
I am a
there.
middle-aged
between
man.
us.
What do you
No
expect?
escape.
I'm older than you. I'm just gonna start revealing facts about my character until we get there. I'm older than him.
So, you guys have the floor.
Yeah, so I look at
How old is
Sonya
your
and I'm still crying
I
and
got
I'm
old,
like,
to be honest.
seriously, what was it all for?
He's
Was
supposed to
it
be,
just,
like, 32
an
or something like
illusion?
that.
I mean, why?
35.
I
Actually,
cannot wrap my mind
I didn't
around
write
what
it
just
down, so
happened.
It's whatever you want.
I have no answers for you.
You can
I
see
saw
the
what I-
beyond. What do I
I
do?
saw what was in the box. I couldn't
Just fail.
see what was powerful, what had magic attuned to it. I just didn't have time, and we don't have it anymore.
Do you realize in my thinking of all of our stuff, so of all of our adventures, every time we've encountered someone that we consider an alpha-ish, we've lost somebody.
Yeah.
What do we think's gonna happen if we see we almost lost my brother to the dragon to start, and then we lose Osiris, and then we lose Ferris, and I feel like we're constantly being the page boy, if you will, of some greater power that should have been doing the work to begin with, because we are way underpowered to be doing this stuff. Why are we so stupid? Why do we keep getting fooled? I feel like such an idiot. I'm gonna shoot a fireball in the water.
I don't know. I feel like all this
Dramatic
is for,
steam rises.
I know. I feel like all this is for nothing, but at the same point, like, we're still wanted. We can't go back.
I know. What do we do, Sonya? I think you know the most.
I don't.
What do we do?
I know as much as you do. Bones, I just wish that we could have, or had more hope, could have protected ourselves better. Yeah. Like, it wasn't that long ago that we lost Osiris. Now we lost
really
Ferris.
wasn't. I mean, and I know everybody put their lives at risk to save my brother when the Welsh was trying to get him with the just pits and traps and whatever, and I'm forever grateful for that, but I just don't know what my point is anymore. I don't know what the thing is. I'm having an existential crisis as a 16-year-old.
This music is so perfect.
I
for this
know.
conversation.
I was thinking the same thing, like, oh man, this is a little.
It's like, oh, can it just start raining?
Yeah,
You don't know what it's like to be a 16-year-old girl living in a muggle world. I'm kidding. Or magical world.
Take the midnight train going.
I just want to be like to both of them, like, I know we lost both, and I am now the only boy left now. So, right now, I feel not like that.
He's putting the back down. What's
No,
going on?
I just want to be like,
I just
both
kind of
them.
flexed too. Just kidding.
I just want to be like to both of them. I feel like I could be doing more, but now I just feel like I know it's not my job to, but I promise that for as long as I can, I will protect the three of you.
Thank you. Oh! I know that you have gone through so much, and I feel like we don't understand all of the things that you've been through. And we didn't know all the stuff that Osiris had been through being in his city, and I mean, we knew a little bit about what Ferris had gone through, but there's so much that we don't know, and I just wish we could spend some time at least maybe learning some more about everybody, even the people that we don't know in the other boats so well. Because if I'm trying to put my mind around everything that's happened and the fact that we keep getting to be a tool of all of these other Omni and Dumbledore to some extent, and Nexus and the Alpha Wolf and Werewolf and all this stuff. I mean, I think maybe we're stronger. Obviously, we're stronger than they think we are because we're still here, but there's got to be something we can learn from each other to get through this and maybe find some purpose, because I'm just feel lost. But I'll try to give you guys my life and protection too if it's needed. For what that's worth.
No use that shit.
I'm pretty squishy, but for what it's worth.
You won't get to know you though. So for the yes.
I guess the downtime, I wanna, since I know I had to use it at one point, and I didn't really know all that was into it, I'm gonna start studying more about my scroll.
Okay.
Like, if that ever happens again, that's my last resort. Whatever evil comes out of it, as long as some of us make it out of it alive, we'll deal with the repercussions after.
Okay. So you guys row for the next 6 or so hours, get to a destination on shore. not necessarily where the lighthouse was, but with another hour or so of investigating and traveling, you hear the horses neigh. You get to the cart. You have rest. Cover HP spells.
When we get
Mhm.
off of the boat, I just want to be like, would you mind keeping what I told you to yourself? People look at me differently when they know. It's better if less people know.
I feel like I feel like the others would benefit knowing, but if
It'll affect how much I share with you later.
I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just saying you should probably tell them at some point.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
But it's not something that's normally received well.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Lots of things that we do aren't really received well. It's a good way
But
to
I'm
put
gonna
it.
just put it out there.
Okay.
that I
With
would-
a couple of uncomfortable hours trying your best to get to sleep, you do successfully. HP spells, all that. Half your hit die.
Is there still alcohol in the lighthouse?
There's a lot of alcohol. Whatever
Make
you
that
need.
disappear.
Okay.
That would be 8
Whatever you
hours,
guys need
so-
to cope with the night.
Alright, so I have 2d10 and 2d8. Does one of each go back? Do I get to pick which ones come back?
It's half of each level. So
1d8.
so 1d8, 1d10.
Okay.
If I use 3, what does that mean?
You get half of your maximum level. So you rounding up. Always
So
we'll
you
round
get
up.
2.
So yeah, so you'll get a 2 back. 3 back. 3 back.
I don't know. But
No.
I had
People
5.
five.
I used 3, so I.
You get you're
2.
yeah. You get 2 back. 3 back. You're full.
3.
I
Yeah,
should
full.
have 5, right?
Yeah, you have 5. So you get 3 hit die back. And because it's an odd.
Well, I only had 2 and 2 before, so I just never added.
Oh
when we
yeah,
rolled.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I think
It
you
was
took
a-
another level in Paladin, right?
No, Bard.
Oh, okay. So you have 3d8 and 2d10.
Because I had to do
Yeah.
the college list.
And then because of your situation, we'll let you pick whichever one you want to get back.
And we're
Which
full
probably
HP
D10
now.
Full HP.
And then
Oh, wait, I get
we
to
had gotten a.
Because
I'll take the
because
2d10.
yeah, because of the
Yeah.
situation that we're in right now, yeah. Until you reach level 6, then it'll be 2 and 2.
I mean, it only lasts
Meta this a little bit. For maximization of health. So, you guys, what do you do as soon as you're there? What's the plan? You're in the island. You wake up. You're slightly hungover. You have a full belly. You have a horse with a full belly and hay.
Give the horse some honey.
The horse has some honey.
Isn't the horse's name Honey? So we decided.
No.
We didn't name the horse. She just
What
wanted
is
honey.
the course of action? Where do you guys go?
Where do
we
you
just hang out with the gypsies for a while? They seemed cool.
Where do we want to go,
I mean,
guys?
they moved on, but I might know a safe place for a while, but that might be pretty far.
Oof, safe sounds awesome.
Where?
Alright,
What about
how-
the kids?
Like where in
The keys.
like we don't have a map of like the entire area to see
No,
where
the
we
map
are in
that you
reference
had
to where
that-
we've been.
Yeah, the map that you guys have only led you to this coast. And because of the blood has been spilled on it, it actually only is focusing right now on the islands out of the Scottish Isles. You have a general, I mean, you guys went through, you have a general idea how to get back from the forest. And then from the forest, you have a even less vague idea how to get back to Glasgow. Well, that's it for your personal information. With your car still being parked outside of the forest.
Yeah, we gotta rig up the carriage to the car.
Sonya, do you think it's possible somehow what we thought was the weapon against the undead was on a different island and we were just being directed to that island for whatever, but that maybe wasn't the weapon?
I mean, from what the map told me or showed us, that's where
You are no longer charmed.
it was. So, I honestly don't know from there.
Mia, where'd you put it?
What's
you
in the
put-
box?
where'd you put the box?
You don't know that she did anything with the
Yeah.
box.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
What happened to the box?
Yeah, I mean, as far as we were thinking in the other boat, or what I was saying anyway, is I think that he did a bait and switch. Maybe what you guys saw was an illusion. Maybe that's not even the weapon at all. Maybe he was protecting it as a misdirect. I don't know. I feel like a tool. I'm just gonna keep feeling that way.
Well, I know that Mia wasn't with us the whole time, so. But I know she couldn't have told us otherwise.
So I told Neff that I put it in a room for Nexus to pick up.
Overnight, can I do a few hours of Patronus? Sorry.
Sure.
Me too.
Let's
And we
say
need
for
to
the
go get-
sake of universalness, 4 hours. If anyone wants to press for Patronus, you had 4 hours here for Patronus.
Thank you, sir.
I would just like to say I'm at 101.
Ooh, that's really close.
I'm at 98.
Ooh, that's
I'm
not
like
as close as
20.
him, but so
I'm
close.
at 76.
Almost stay
20.
past you.
So,
This is why Ferris died. I did like 1 hour the entire fucking
No,
time.
I made sure a couple of times when you weren't here that you did a couple.
She did the training for you.
Yeah.
What is y'all's plan?
I want my car.
Did we hear what Mia said?
Yeah.
She was talking to the party. So, he didn't trick us? Do we think that was the weapon? I guess it doesn't matter now as we don't have it, but...
So
What
I
do you
just tell her
think?
that none of the items look like a weapon aside from a stake.
See, I think it was a fool's errand.
But there were potions.
There's a badass cup.
There's scrolls. Maybe they were enchanted.
What about the cup?
Our
How do you
cup.
know it was badass?
It just looked cool.
Just look cool. Okay.
How'd you
I mean,
see
I,
the cup?
I looked through the window.
He was creeping.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So I was like,
which now
Sorry,
you're caught
we,
up.
We
Yeah.
kind of talked
Alright.
a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah, the cup was just like an old, like, I think wooden and silver engraving cup. But wooden chalice. Old wooden
Tell
chalice.
stuff like that.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
The other side is just what it does.
More of the same.
It says Nexus is really cute.
And there's a cross there too, really adorned. Like the gold.
Don't vampires not like
How
crosses?
did Nexus even have that stuff? You'd think it would be like
I mean, it
poison
was
to him.
Felipe's.
He had in like 3 boxes.
Oh yeah, like extra protection. It
Double
didn't come
wrap
out
it.
right, you know what I mean?
Don't double wrap,
Sure,
guys.
sure, sure.
Don't double wrap.
It's ribbed too. Ever.
Now, I don't know.
What can we do now?
And what do
We
we
can
have
go
left?
get my car.
Are there burritos still?
Got
I'm
it.
just gonna like ignore
There's
you.
probably some burritos in the trunk.
They might be Taco Bell quality right now, but
Hey, sometimes it's effective to get from point A to B.
Yeah. That's how I get infinite gas.
that has double meaning. So
We're teenagers.
So are we just gonna go back the way we came?
We're going all the way back to Greens, whatever.
Glasgow.
I mean-
Glasgow.
Or
I feel like we could go
And,
back and take on that big bad werewolf.
Well, we didn't
We
take
weren't
out
gonna
the
take
big
on-
bad vampire, so.
we weren't gonna take
I
on
mean,
the
that's
big
not my
bad
fault.
werewolf. We were gonna.
I didn't
Get
want
the
to take him
werewolf.
out.
I was wrong.
Yes, Bones.
I'm sorry, I'm really in my head. We lost
what kind of drunk?
another party member to another alpha, if you want to consider Omni an alpha.
Oh, fuck Omni.
But you remember? First encounter in the village?
Our friend, our druid.
She shivered.
well, she got
No,
arrested.
she got arrested and
She
taken
got
to
arrested.
like.
She didn't die.
She went to Azkaban.
Let's go
We
bust her
lost
out.
her.
We lost her. It's their fault.
Are we gonna go to?
His name
No.
was Jack.
Just
they
just
shock.
for the
Shock.
sake of memory, think a little bit harder on your comments about the werewolf.
Right. So the werewolf we are not going to kill. We made a pact
Pact?
with them, I guess, to
To fight
help
the worm.
help fight the green dragon.
The
I
great
was
worm.
trying to say that before.
And
But
what
this
do
guy
you
would
call
be a
it?
way better
He
outfit.
said mangy dog and worm.
I don't
and alpha.
disagree, and he doesn't disagree, but we're gonna play
Texas
nice
had
for a
some
bit.
style, that bastard.
But didn't the alpha guy, wasn't he like attacking you guys and then?
Yeah.
He killed our monk.
So like, why is he better than Nexus?
He's not. They're all a bunch of dicks.
Okay.
They are.
I see the train of thought you guys are
I'm telling you,
using.
if I could Hulk out or do anything besides just spit little spells, I'd hurt somebody.
Next.
Alright, so just
Love
as
you
a
both.
player,
So mad.
Yeah.
what other leads do we have that we know of other than like the werewolf and green dragon? Is that
I mean, it's kind of open world.
but I mean that we have like rumors or
We
like
could go.
leads on, or
Go
not.
to a bar, kid.
In what aspect? Like what?
I'm just saying of like things that they know.
No.
Or, I only know of those two things
Yeah.
right now, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
like
it's the
just making
kids,
sure I'm not missing
right? The
anything.
kids and Neff's dad.
you so far major plot things is you guys are wanted. There is some odd things going on with the person that was trying to capture you from the ministry. Your dragon brother is out there. Your
Yes.
father is out there. The monk kids are still out
With-
there.
With
Your car. There's the dragon situation. The werewolf situation.
The
The
Dumbledore situation.
Dumbledore
the-
situation. You
No, nobody
Omni
knows where
situation.
Hagrid
Well,
is.
step one, I want to get to my
Dragon
car, which
to
is a whiles
Hogwarts.
away, right?
yeah, it's a couple days away.
All right, so maybe we can like stop at
Maybe.
a inn or something
We
and
don't
stay there in between.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
is that the agreement
Yeah.
that you guys are gonna
We're
head
gonna
towards?
go to the car to look for burritos. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm down.
Bring the horse.
yeah,
you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are-
honey
We'll,
in the
he's
cart.
gonna pull us in the
We
cart.
gotta keep
Mm.
the honey pot.
Well, the whole time I'm just like,
I'm going to.
We're going to add 8 times 3 worth of Patronus to you guys.
24 hours.
24 hours of Patronus.
I know
I'm
things.
still not even like
I'm over
at
120.
60. I'm low, man.
What's your number?
Just
I'm at
casting.
125.
Okay. 250 is the number we need to remember.
Oh, damn.
Too
Yeah.
late.
I'm
That's
fine.
to learn new.
120. My bad.
That's to learn
I'm at
new
90.
skills.
Wow.
I'm at 90.
You're above half though.
No, I'm at 55.
Yeah.
I was, I was like, I'm
55.
there.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
You're pretty close.
Halfway
They-
there. Halfway there.
We're
I'd
not
like
using
to spend the next
Halfway
week
there.
only
Oh,
doing
yeah.
Patronus.
the next 24 hours. So after 3 days or so of traveling, staying in locations,
Yep.
gathering food, getting the supplies that you guys need, you're eventually going to go into a little bit different area since you're still technically up north in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Scotland.
Going towards the marshes type area since the main highways aren't really necessarily safe for the horse. There's a lot of back roads, so old country here and there. As you guys are the next morning waking up to large dragonflies on you guys, the bugs and the mosquitoes are kind of annoying, but you guys are making your way through. So, investigating this area that you've been told that a lot of people are going missing in these marshes. There's an odd. Isn't the point. The point is what's happening to the plants. They're odd. You see grass that is oddly too dark. You see vines that shouldn't be constructed in a certain way being extra thick. You start seeing normal lilies and different plant life start developing odd thorns, and you start focusing on some plant life that actually starts moving towards not necessarily the sun, but you see some weeds that start having an odd carnivorous intent to it, and this is what you're looking at.
That is like the
Roll me
coolest
a nature
beard
check.
ever.
Griswold.
That looks like a cool beard.
It's so cool.
You said nature?
Yes.
17.
As you're looking through this, you see that the evolution of a lot of the plant life in this marsh is completely haywire. A lot of plants should not go in this direction, and they are. The other thing that you're noticing is, where are the geese? Where are the ducks? Where are the beavers? Where the lone moose? Where is the prey? There's no animal here. Insects throughout, sure. Not even a frog on any of the lily pads. And when you kind of start looking at the pads underneath, those sharp, those look like carnivorous teeth, and they start actually some plant lights, especially like the grass. You see, first you thought it was dew, but you start noticing it. There is nothing on the bottom. What's touching the ground is dry, especially in northern March. It's just the top area has little dews, and they're sticky, almost like sundews that are meant to attract flies and trap them as they dissolve it within its acid. So
interesting.
The plant life is fucked.
Yeah. For lack of a better
and
word.
with your perception, you see one thing that saddens you. As you see in the middle of a large lakeish area in here, as the actual steppable land is far in between. There's a large tree just in the middle, and it takes you a second to look at it, but you, with your expertise, a lot of the muggles just see a face on it and think that that's what we do. We see faces on everything because we try to relate. But when you see a face on something, it's usually because there is a face on something. As you see an int in the middle of the water, but this int, the bark is rough and falling off, and the face looks motionless.
Poor guy. Okay.
The only other int that you've seen ever, and the closest you ever gotten to examine it, which was deadly, was probably the Whomping Willow. This one looks in its actual natural habitat without Hogwarts protecting it.
Yeah.
And it looks
dead. Poor guy. Is there any like flowers or anything around at all?
There you go. A little bit of perspective for you.
Anything that looks remotely pretty that I can harvest?
Nothing looks pretty.
At all?
No.
I want to figure out what happened to him, but...
You gonna get in the water?
No. I think I can do something different from a distance. I'll cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Imbue plants within 30 feet of me with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. So, lean to the grass and say, seen anything in the past day?
You get a resistance to your spell. You get the plants literally move away from you as they're responding to your spell. What's it to you?
Did I fucking stutter? Listen.
Whoa!
So you repeat your question. Roll me persuasion. You're persuading a plant. Letting you know this is your first thing you're doing as a character. Your first roll is to persuade a plant.
Persuasion will be 12.
It's a plant.
It's got limited sentience.
That's limited sentience.
It can go.
You get, if you want any food, just keep walking.
Ooh. I like the sound of that. Perfectly in line from what my character would think. Which way?
And you see the plants start going towards the path. And like almost mimicking a sort of road for you.
Okay, and bear in mind this has a duration of 10 minutes.
Okay.
So everything, like, just as I keep walking, I'm assuming this just kind of goes with me.
As you are moving towards, your cart is actually going closer and closer towards this marshes area, and you guys are getting bombarded by just mosquito and flies and the critters that would be here. At least
So we're all in the same area?
sure.
All you hear
and as
is
you guys are
Nev
start
slapping
approaching
herself.
over a bridge,
Damn
who is
mosquitoes.
Artie? Are you the one driving?
I
Are we
wasn't
in the
planning
car
on
now?
it.
Okay,
But I mean,
who's driving?
but how long have we been like
Carts.
constantly going?
3-ish days. That's
So
what the
we've
Patronus
been,
was.
like in this carriage for 3 days.
In and out, sleeping at an inn for one of the nights, and just traveling throughout.
Okay.
But for the sake of
I'll be
meeting
driving.
the character, so you,
I'll be driving.
okay, as you see that when you're going over a bridge, the horse's hoof kind of goes in, and you kind of pull really hard as everyone kind of gets a little judder, and as you hear a collapse of a bridge, and you hear that, and you can see the horse and a cart being pulled.
I want to kick open the door and then hop out and be like, I just can't stand being in here anymore. This is
Okay,
bullshit.
as you hear that.
You get bombarded with
What's the bridge going
mosquitoes.
over, and how far away from the bridge am I?
About 100 feet or so,
Did
and
we
the bridge was
see
just going
honey?
over a small patch of
Oh.
water from one part of land to another part of land.
So
It was maybe the 20 feet. or
Did
so.
the whole bridge collapse?
A lot of the bridge collapsed.
Did honey
enough?
fall?
No, enough that the horse could proceed further.
Can I see any plant life in the river from where I'm standing?
Roll me perception, everybody that is wanting to roll the perception die.
Sure. Perceive.
Can I perceive?
DC
No,
will
I
be
can't.
13.
22?
Yeah, you see it.
15.
15.
14.
13.
50.
13.
6.
Okay, you don't see it.
Not now.
Oh, everyone sees it for you guys. You're like, oh god, horse.
Horsey!
As you guys see that there's a lot of green and vines kind of just start moving the stones and the bricks to start slowly just start pulling the bricks down.
Huh. Well, that's not how those are supposed to behave.
Huh?
I'm gonna take a sidetrack from my little path that I've discovered and go and make sure everybody's okay.
Okay. As you why don't you describe yourself?
You see a figure approaching you that's literally got a mask exactly like
We
this
can put
on.
a stats on since it's the first time.
He's
Ooh.
the first and most foremost thing you're noticing is he is wearing a plague doctor's mask. He's wearing what looks to be a leather strap coat. There's no metal or anything on it. The buttons are made with leather. Like it looks like a cross between a leather jacket and hide. You can see the tip of what appears to be a vine tattoo going down his left hand, culminating in a point at his finger. He's got matching leather pants as well, and is wielding a staff that appears to be entirely coated in moss, and a shield on his left arm that also has an eye, like the shield is oak, and also appears to have an eye in the middle of it that I don't know if it would blink or not, would it? But the eye is entirely different colors of moss. And it's on the shield.
Oh.
And just, it's looking around, glancing at things. And to top it off, he's wearing house loafers for some insane reason. But
Style.
this guy approaches the bridge and looks around and says, "These plants are behaving weirdly here. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to find out. Are you okay?" Just calling out to the cart in general and seeing Artie get out.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, hi.
You hear that muffled.
Do we know what the mask is?
Are you speaking in your native tongue?
I'm speaking English.
Okay.
I'm speaking
Common.
common. Well, I mean, my character's Scottish. I've
Yeah.
retconned it slightly from what I told you.
Okay.
So,
So you got to discuss this.
yeah,
I can't really
he's-
do that,
He's,
no.
he's
Nobody
speaking
understands.
with a mild Scottish accent, but he's speaking common. So,
I like your accent. It's kind of muffled. Oh.
Do we know what the mask is, though? Are we familiar with the plague?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty common knowledge what a plague mask is.
Okay.
I mean,
how far is he away?
Depends how far you want to be away.
I walked up to right where, almost exactly where the bridge collapsed.
Okay.
I'm
So
like,
maybe
on
like
the other side.
yeah. So a little 21 feet away or so.
You can hear me.
And he's down.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys take a layer over like this as the bridge
Okay.
collapsed.
Oh, okay. So we're not that far from.
Yeah, no, you guys can see each other and throw a pebble if you need to.
I'm gonna walk over the bridge and be like, would you look at that?
I'm gonna
That's it.
back
I don't
Honey
know
up
anything about
and
bridges.
get off the rest of the bridge, I guess.
I can try and fix the bridge if you guys want.
I think that would be nice. I mean,
You
like,
still
we
have
gotta get across
talks
it.
with plants, by the way.
Are we out of the cart now since Neff
you
is
want to.
backing it up
Yeah.
so it's easier for the horse to?
First I'm gonna try and speak to the vines that are trying to pull away more of the bridge and say fix.
Can I go over the bridge and yell out to him, is this shrink swap?
You hear that being yelled as the
Get out of
vines
my
are,
Who's Shrek?
as the plants start and the vines start fixing to make more of a path, and it looks almost fixable.
Okay.
Does it look like I could jump?
Yeah, you could. It looks like you can walk over it. The horse, that remains to be seen how strong these vines are. But you guys can walk over if you need to.
I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna jump up and down on it. I'm gonna see like if the carriage can get
It
over
doesn't not budge with your weight at all.
But the carriage.
That's not necessary. I've told them to do what they need to. The plants do the rest.
All right.
So our horse is gonna be okay.
The horse. I don't know. I don't know if the whole horse and carriage is gonna be able to cross this bridge, but humans, and it's no match for plants.
Can the horse jump over the crack of the bridge?
Yeah, roll me a d20 plus.
What
jump
about
for
the
horse.
cart?
No, you're.
No.
So what do you guys do?
What am I rolling for?
Nothing. That was just me. That was me being an asshole.
Roll me
Wow.
a d20
I'm
for
excited.
bad question.
So what do you guys do?
Is there a way around that we can? Because we like this horse. We don't want
Uh,
to leave her behind.
I mean, from what I know, the river goes, or the stream goes quite a ways in both directions. So.
I need you all to roll a perception check, please.
Ooh, I know things.
9.
Got a 5.
That's not good.
I don't see shit.
15.
2 passes.
23?
3 passes.
16.
4 passes.
23.
All right, everyone except for Artie and Neff. As a 20s, you hear it's just like gust and first, and then you look around. But everyone else, you can see that off, maybe about 300 feet or so, closer towards your direction.
Okay.
Actually, very similar towards the direction that the plants were pointing towards. You see the aftermath of someone evaporating or something, but you see two persons just appear off into the distance, close to one of the trees.
300 feet out?
Yeah, 300 feet out. 2 people are holding a chest. They just appear in the middle of the swamp and start walking towards the direction where the plants were saying that there is death.
Do I recognize the chest?
No, you don't.
Okay.
This is a heavy wooden chest. Like this looks heavy for them.
So these
but
are
2
big
people are
men?
holding it.
I see.
Ish, big people-ish, or they just seem
Go
strong.
get it.
They're 2 people. Men is to be determined.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Since I don't notice any of this, would
Yeah. Oh,
This probably
by the way,
won't
this is the
work.
thing that I didn't get to draw, but that's what the swamp looks like. That's how complicated it's supposed to be.
Wow.
Wow.
Bridge, you
You're
guys.
gonna do my
you guys are-
character introduction, right? Goodness.
Yeah, but I just didn't have time. I'm sorry. I got
So-
distracted by other things.
But I don't think this would work. But just
That looks like a
just
convoluted
as a
swamp.
thing, could I cast Shield of Faith on the bridge to make it stronger?
No, unfortunately.
I'm going to see.
You know it won't work
I'm
before you
alright.
waste your spell.
All
I'm
right.
gonna see the 2 humanoids approaching the direction that the plants were literally just telling me go this way if you want to get eaten, and
That's-
call out, "Hey, there's certain death that direction." Just top of my lungs, I'm warning you.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
As you see that, and
The
you,
grass told
now
me.
that he said
What is it?
those things and is
There's certain
talking
death
nonsense
that
about the grass talking to him.
Now I can actually see
you
these
see-
guys. Okay.
2 men obscured and fine attire. They look well dressed. Just drop whatever that was and immediately pull out a wand.
Of course. Crap.
Can we stealthily get around them and see what's in the chest?
You can try. It looks like
How
they
far-
see you.
How far away are
They're
they?
about 300 feet or so.
300. Okay.
Oh, it almost got it.
Right.
It almost hit it.
I got it. 18 plus my stealth, 28.
28.
I got 9 thumbs in that.
You have disappeared from the world as they pull out their wands, and everyone looks at it. You just vanish from this campaign. I need you to roll on the sheet. You're in the aether. No. How far ahead do you want to get?
I want to be right by the chest.
Okay. It's still ways away, but you're kind of dodging in between trees, and nobody can see you.
Okay.
But it's higher than all your passives. As they pull out their wands.
I like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
As you do that, you see it as they're talking to each other. And one still has his wand out, and you see that they're just muttering with each other.
Got my maul out, but I have it like out, but I'm kind of just holding on to it, and I'm standing in front of the horse.
The people that have the higher perception
standing in
check,
front of her, so I'm
the
shielding her.
20 plus,
23,
you guys see. I believe that includes you.
Yeah.
As you guys see that they put their hands near a really old wooden. From your distance, looks like maybe part of a tree, but since you're getting closer, you can see that it's actually an old ladder that's just leaning against one of the trees. They put their hands on it and disappear, and the chest is just there.
Did they take the ladder with them?
The ladder's still there.
Okay.
Can I also?
I would like to open the chest.
Shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
say.
wanna catch-
I want
I'm
to catch up
walking
to her.
towards her.
Okay. As you cast your spells, and you guys are all approaching that area, since you're obviously there. First, this looks like a button type latch. Like this looks like a legitimate just old chest. You press it, you open it up, and
Do
there
we
is
see
a body
Mia?
inside.
Do I know who it is?
No.
Does it smell bad?
It smells pretty bad.
I want to be
Does it look like a
note
human?
as they're all walking that direction. I'm saying, one, there's no need for violence at all, and two, I wasn't kidding, but when I said don't go that way, it's certain death. And then as I walk up, I'm going to see the body in the chest and be like, oh, they're feeding it. Oh, they're feeding it.
Feeding it.
I don't know what it is. All I know is the plants told me that there is certain death in that direction,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
I've got
whoa.
about.
Is this a human? Can I
It's
tell?
a person.
Talk the animals.
It's a well dressed, shaven, complete person.
Is it dress?
It's a female, and she has a nice skirt on, a nice button-up shirt,
she shaven?
her head
Head?
shaven, eyebrows completely shaven.
Damn.
It's just a woman.
Heartburn.
Does
Hair
she look
causes-
Hey,
familiar?
Brittany.
Does she look familiar to any of us?
No, she doesn't look familiar to any one of you.
Okay.
Can I see if she has any tattoos or anything? Since I got a tattoo.
Roll him a second one.
I want to give
Divine sense.
Nothing. No, from your distance, nothing.
17.
You know the general the
But
taintness.
nothing from like the chest.
Yeah, but you know something is as my new favorite word of the week. Something's fucky, but it's nothing of danger or presence that you can see.
And she's dead or undead?
She is dead. She is cold. What'd you get?
17.
You
Let's see if she's
nothing
in
in
a
her
tattoo
pockets. She's missing all her teeth. No tattoos. No wand.
Does it look like the teeth were pulled, or does it look like they just fell out now?
You
like
have
they're rotted?
no idea. They're bulbous-ish. She's kind of bulbing too.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
She's
like,
fucky.
this
Fucky.
is not our problem.
I'm going to step up to the chest, close it,
Mhm.
test it to see if I can lift it.
It's heavy, but maybe 50, 60 pounds. Not as heavy as it should be.
I go to help him.
Okay.
I'm not putting my fingerprints on it.
Okay.
I would like to
I
point out
pinched,
that I
bro.
was able to open it alone, so.
That is a point that must be made.
Damn.
You can't see her, and she scolded you.
Yeah. It's like,
So-
aren't you just over there?
Having lifted the chest, I'm going to start pointing with my free hand that has the vine tattooed into it. And I'm going to say, guide me, just straight down. And once again, I'm assuming the path opens up plant-wise. And I'm going to say,
You see, literally, the plant to move, the grass folds down, and it almost makes a legitimate path for you guys.
So, I think whatever's in there that is certain death, according to what caused all this decay, wants whatever's in this chest. I want to find out what's in there without giving them what's in this chest, regardless of if the chick's dead or not. Death's part of life. Anyway, and
Can I interject?
What?
So many things happening.
We kind of resemble the thing in the chest, so maybe going to the thing that wants it, not the best idea.
I mean, whatever's in there is more than likely causing all of this rot. I want the rot gone.
You wanna
to
kill
climb
it?
the ladder and go up the tree that they were
Okay.
like.
Hey, the ladder doesn't go all the way
If
up.
there's no choice left, yes.
What do we get out of this?
Yeah, who are you friends with?
I'm friends with nature.
Yeah.
Everything around you.
No dark wizards.
Oh
No
boy.
dragons.
I mean, I went to
don't know
Hogwarts
anybody
once.
named Nate.
No purple women.
Do
Are you friends with Dumbledore?
Purple women.
Purple women.
I know Dumbledore.
Werewolves.
Are you friends with them?
I mean, I went to school and he taught there.
Ooh, what house were you?
Ravenclaw.
Damn smart.
Hence the flag right behind the dragon.
I had more of a thing for herbology, if you can't tell by the stuff. This spell's wearing off. Do we want to get a move on with
Yeah,
this?
sure, that's
Like,
fine.
and,
So no
what
chest.
are we getting out of this other than just feeling good?
I mean, I can pay you.
I like money.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll do it for the money.
Okay.
I don't have much, but I think I'm going to count out the number of people here.
Money and information's cool.
Two.
Yeah, information's even better.
Information's what I have significantly more of than cash.
You want
Okay.
friends?
It's
We're
only
friendly
about
sometimes.
obscure
Oh, I'm
references
sorry. I've
like
missed my introduction.
death metal.
And I'm going to drop the
Amazing.
chest temporarily, flourish the staff, and bow and say, "My name's Griswold. Griswold MacLeod."
MacLeod. Sounds fancy.
And
So-
too much like Grindelwald.
Who's your people?
It says a G in it.
I mean, I'm from here, Scotland. So
He's got the accent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are
money
you-
Can you
involved,
tell?
I'm down.
Are you from a raised region? Like a high
I
land?
would also like to say when we were traveling now and we stopped at that
Oh
inn,
my
like
God.
asked about rumors.
Get out.
And things.
Get out.
Get
Just for a different,
Get out.
just for
Oh,
There you
what
go.
to
There
think
you go.
about.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. I only heard half of that, but
Sorry.
yes, rumors about something at an inn.
Like when we stopped a long time ago,
Uh-huh.
I would have asked about that tonight.
Okay, okay.
Wait, what?
Got
Just like-
understood. Okay.
Fun stuff?
Just
Fun
asked
stuff.
about rumors and like things. Like,
So
Uh,
with introductions out of the way and my name given,
Griswold MacLeod.
You're
Griswold.
hearing that, if
You-
that's a thing.
you can
People
do
are going missing.
There you go.
This sounds related to it.
Can we introduce ourselves? Do we have time
Sure.
before we run down the path?
Blah 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 blah.
We can
Hey.
say that we all introduce ourselves
Yeah,
in an
we're
appropriate manner,
people.
so now you know everybody's name.
okay,
As
I know your names.
As you guys are
In our
following through this odd path that the woods are making, you see a couple of dips within the land, and eventually, the closer you get to this location before the plants stop telling you where to go, you actually see large holes that look like they've been made. They're too big and oddly shaped to be dug, so they're just holes that have collected water on the bottom. And on one of them, you even see something as large as a moose decaying.
Uh-oh.
Well,
And the
it
rest
happens.
pretty empty. But you go to that one.
That one.
It's a pretty large hole with water fell down as the path leads you to that location.
Okay.
And it's just like almost like a 6-foot drop, and then there's just water underneath.
I'm gonna look. You're holding the other side of the chest, right? I'm gonna say on 3, 1, 2, and I'm going to throw the chest into the
The
hole.
chest
Oh,
or
okay.
the body?
The chest.
I'm
the,
gonna
the
kind of
chest.
go with it for a
Okay.
minute and then
Chest and
drop
all into the hole.
You see that when the chest hits, you actually might have thought it would have been deeper, but it's about a foot of water, and the chest is there. And with as you're looking and inspecting, you see that the water kind of goes into a small little, maybe 3-foot hole. So like something goes inside. And you see that the water is kind of going in and then receding back.
Huh. Okay. So it's not that one. And I'm gonna go to try it. How deep is this hole?
It's 6 feet,
Is it
7 feet now with the
sloped or
water.
sharp drop?
It's just a sharp drop.
Sharp
And then
drop,
when you
7
go
feet
into
down?
there within there, if you actually drop to the hole, there is a about 3-foot hole that the water's kind of. So you see 2 feet. The water's going in, and you can't see technically in there since there is a dip going upwards.
I'm gonna lean over to the grass and be like, if I'm supposed to get eaten by this, it's got another thing coming.
Doesn't respond.
Doesn't respond here?
No. About 10 minutes have passed.
10 minutes have passed. Oof. Well then,
I have a rope.
My shield's gone.
Oh shit! Yeah, fortunately.
It's okay.
Is there any animals nearby, or
Nope.
no, still from the
Just bugs. A lot
and
of bugs.
apparently a dead moose.
And a dead moose.
Oh.
And a dead person next to you.
Is,
That looks.
in the chest.
Her clothing looks very formal, by the way.
is our horse being affected at all of what's around?
No, you see the tail just trying to dust off the mosquito.
Is there anything that just looks weird around us? Like,
Other than
like
all the
my-
sinkholes everywhere and no animals, it's pretty fine.
I'm gonna start checking the other holes. Like just
You're gonna try climbing up?
no, I'm just going to start like looking through the other holes and seeing
Okay.
if there's anything that
Are you
jumps out at me.
did anyone go to the bottom of this hole? The current one? Where
No.
the chest is? Okay.
No.
As you're looking
I-
through the other holes, there's nothing there. Other than that one with that moose that
Huh.
fell.
Okay, well, better out than in. And I'm going to, with that, just kind of drop into the hole.
There, nothing happens. The water moves as you kind of have to hit the chest.
You said there's a 3-foot opening that's apparently moving into?
yeah.
I'll look into the opening.
You see that it goes upwards.
It goes upward.
Yeah, it's a slope. The 3 feet kind of almost stays the center of 3 feet, but it starts moving up.
Huh.
And it looks pretty, maybe 10 feet or so. Like kind of looking inside of it.
Take out torch and tinderbox light torch. Stick torch into hole and look up again and see if there's anything smiling. back at
As
me.
you move your hand in it, it goes over to halfway, and your guesstimation about 10 feet or so. Nothing, you just see more ground. You see like a antechamber or something.
What do you see?
There's some kind of antechamber, and like this hole defies all definition of what a hole should look like in the earth. Something
I
dug
didn't realize
this.
it had to have a defined thing about it.
Oh yeah, holes are very particular.
Can I climb a tree and just look around?
As you do, just a general glance around your area.
No movement.
Water, no
anywhere.
movement, no the trees.
What do we know
To
about
you, just looks like an old, gross swamp.
Do not go in.
This seems pretty pointless, guys.
I mean, something's killing some or dead. I mean,
Do I hear Artie say it's something pointless?
Yeah.
If
I call it out to everybody from the top of the trees.
if it helps me bring this marsh back to its natural state, I will do what needs to be
Wait.
done. Although I said I would pay you for your services, if you feel that you are not needed here, you don't have to be here. But at the end of the day, something's causing this marsh to react the way it is. This grass is not natural. That ant dead in the middle of the marsh, not natural. Ents live significantly longer than... Would I know this?
Yeah, you would.
Ents live significantly longer than humans. That one shouldn't have been dead. And yet here we are. Something is causing this.
How old was he?
Did we count the rings?
How deep is that hole?
It's a 7-foot drop and then a 10-foot sharp incline upward.
Are we going in the hole?
Very precise, yeah.
Are we going in the hole? I'm fine to check a hole.
I thought there was nothing in the hole.
There's
that
currently
you
a
can
chest
see,
and a,
well, there's a
3-foot
chest
opening.
and
Oh, so it opens up into a bigger area?
it opens up into a bigger area. Yeah.
I thought it was just a little 10-foot hole.
Oh no, the 10-foot hole opens up into an antechamber.
I see. Oh, well, if there's a way of going into somewhere, then yeah. that
Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Retract my
I'm
statement.
going in the hole.
The DM didn't clarify enough. Okay. So for the sake of, we have 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
Do you guys go into the hole?
I'm
Going into the
going.
glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
We.
Glorious.
Just told you that.
This is
It's
going to be an
glorious.
interesting.
I love
Because I
you.
can foresee the next 15 minutes. This is going to be interesting.
Can I bring the ladder with me?
Yeah, it's actually really light. It looks really hollow. Yeah, you have the ladder.
Oh,
It's
that's
about
smart.
a 3-foot ladder. Yeah, you have it with
I'll
you.
take it.
Yeah. We can jump
As
up on
you're
the box and we can
investigating
jump
it, you
up
see
on
that
there and put the ladder
there's light little green dust
Give away out.
throughout the ladder.
When I step into the entrance of the thing, I want to do Divine Sense.
Okay, as you do, you step into almost a like 30 by 30 just hole, and it leads into 6 different paths. And as you cast your Divine Sense, you sense nothing at all. The above, you were sensing creepy things, but here, nothing. 2 of the holes that lead almost directly to either side of you guys are about 5 foot and about 10 feet up. And then there's 4 other tunnels that are 10 feet and almost 12 feet up.
It's super dark.
With your torch, you can see the wholeness of this, and it digging further on. You also see that littered all around you guys are tons and tons and tons of bones.
Nice.
You see some
Last time we-
bipedal, humanoid type bones. You see a couple of animals. You see one that looks like an animal attached to a person.
Oh.
Like a centaur?
Like a centaur.
Can I light my own torch?
Hmm?
Can I light my own
Yeah.
torch? Cool.
I like one of mine.
Yeah, I got my
Mark
little
it.
lantern.
Okay.
Mark it,
And I walk down the middle path.
The middle? Alright, and then we can use the board.
The board!
We're using
Yay!
the middle path.
I want to still.
For the sake of this, we're going to assume, because it's drawn on there, and I really we don't have enough time. Yeah, just get all that shit out. Get this up. Do not move the bottom.
Okay.
As you guys going towards the one of them, for the sake of what the fuck? Did they get moved? Oh yeah, that moved. Okay. Oh my god. There we go. That's why. Okay, so as you guys will see that as you guys are going to the smaller 5-foot ones, you guys take a left and a right and left and a right, and it just keeps getting claustrophobic more and more, and then it eventually just leads back to the middle. The second time you went through it, you swore you heard footsteps behind you, but there was nothing there. So, Artie, when you say the middle,
Do we need to put the map up?
yeah, we do.
So there's
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Which one of these?
I'll do the right one.
There's 4 middles.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have your mini on the board? Because from now on, we have entered dungeon.
There's one of
And
them.
I can't
Yeah,
move
but
your
I said
mini
middle, so
for the
I'll do
sake
middle.
of it being that. The light does illuminate this much. So, you have up to here of vision. Let's put that there. So, you see this tunnel being lit up.
Should we just? I don't really want to split up. I don't want to split the party.
Splitting up seems like a bad idea. I do have an idea though.
Well, that's 4
I'm
tunnels.
going to turn to the nearest largest humanoid skeleton that I can see.
Sure.
Cast Animate Dead.
The largest would be a centaur.
Okay. Largest medium-sized humanoid
Oh.
skeleton.
Sure. The largest person there. You've seen that before.
Multi-class.
What did you do?
I need a decoy.
Can I just, for stupid
You
purposes?
can put all your minis there.
I'm gonna
Poor
cry a
Ferris.
little bit.
Yeah. Can I, for stupid purposes, just send a message and say, Ferris, where are you?
Sure, you
Out.
do that.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm just going down that one that I was going. So.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Shield of Faith ready.
Cast it on you.
Just
Okay.
in case.
All right.
No, well, no, I don't want to cast yet, but if something were to spook
You're
me
ready.
or something, it would
Okay.
I'm gonna.
be. I don't want to use the spell if I don't have to.
What is dividing the holes? Is it like
It's just ground. Well, actually, roll me perception, everybody.
I actually saw it this time.
Okay.
I got a
You get
21.
your token back, by the way.
Yay!
21? It's a pass.
22.
Pass.
5,
Pass.
nothing.
Is that? It's a pass.
11.
Nope.
26.
Okay. So everybody except for you two.
Quarter, bitches.
As you see, the terrain is whomever said Doug seems it doesn't look natural. It's not perfect, but it's smoothed out. And the things that DC was 18, 20 plus sees a little bit more detail. You see, this is dirt, natural dirt, like thick, heavy ground. It's definitely very cold in here. The ground looks almost completely flattened, like it is paved over. The thing that strikes oddly is when you get almost close to the 7-foot marker, you start seeing slash marks and grooves against the walls.
I'm gonna point.
And these things are the smallest, like a ceiling, would be about 12 feet. The largest would be 15 feet.
I'm gonna point to this tunnel, and I'm going to mentally tell my skeleton to investigate.
Which tunnel are you going?
The middle one.
This one.
Okay. This one?
This one.
Okay.
Has everybody already started going down that other tunnel?
I know that
the
he's
only one
going
that started
down that one. Okay. How far is your path with it?
I believe it's 60-foot leash.
Okay. You see it go until the light fades and just keep walking.
Message stop.
Okay. As Artie, you're walking in this hole, right? I actually, from now on, I cannot touch your mini. This entire dungeon, I cannot physically touch your miniature. You have to move it yourself.
Can I take one of my javelins and then light the back end on fire, and I want to throw it as far as I can down the
Sure.
tunnel?
Yeah. Do you have your torch out? You blend it back in. As you throw it.
As far down the tunnel as I can.
And you see it hits the end, the
in the wall
javelin's
right
here.
there.
Yeah. And you see that the light kind of, since it's still burning a little bit, you see that it illuminates more of the path going this way.
Cool.
So I'm gonna pick up a bunch of like bones I can hold and try and follow that way.
Okay. And you just have bones in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna
Bones? Yeah.
You're gonna-
Yeah, I'd like to join the party.
Okay.
I'd
So,
also like to
buy
have
me it?
mage armor.
Okay. Do you have mage? Excuse me.
This one?
You have mage armor on yourself.
Is you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The fire.
Or might as well. Yeah.
All for one and one for all.
And then I'll dash to where the light is.
Okay.
I will be like.
I'm gonna follow him.
So you're gonna end your.
I
You're
wanna,
between
like,
4
slide.
squares, so I need you to pick a square.
I want to slide to like over
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So
can
what would
you
you
move-
move?
But
can you
as
move
I'm
mine
sliding,
over?
I'm looking down the.
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. To where Artie is. I'm like right next to him.
Right there? Okay.
Yep. I want to yell, guys, this is a dungeon. There might be traps. You know, FYI.
Okay. As you just bolt, and you see
Or not.
Neff bolt with you.
I'm gonna message my skeleton. Come to me. Like
Can
really
we
quick.
get battle map out so I can stand?
Okay.
Okay.
Skeleton, come to me,
And skeleton goes here.
and then 60 feet ahead.
Battle
Like
map.
I'm messaging him to go to the edge of leash range, and then just stay on that edge
I
of leash
need
range
you
in front
to
of me.
Move your miniature until you cannot.
Okay, so I was right here.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then have it.
Before the skeleton moves, I need actually fair.
Griswold?
Sorry. I'm
That's fine.
Griswold, I need you to roll me the terry saving throw.
Oof.
When I see that happening, I'll be like, told y'all.
This might not be a good told you.
Oh.
That's a 2.
2.
2 plus
plus
your
dex. That's a 3.
Only 3d8.
Oh man.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's fine. Just take a lot of damage.
You just take, 20.
As you see him go, and right in front of both of your eyes, you hear as you fall 20 feet down. And that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Again, told you.
It's fine.
So, like, as I slid up there, I didn't see anything, like...
No.
I'm gonna...
I don't see down that hallway at all.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the trap. I was like, no investigation.
I'm going to...
You see the tunnel keep going this way, and the torch would allow you to, as we explore, I technically should be removing these and then replacing them back, but for the sake of this is already confusing as fuck. Yeah.
Just him.
Oh,
right?
just him.
Yep.
I got my rope
You
out.
see the tunnel end, and then light starts bouncing off this way.
I got my rope out. I said, "Oh fuck!" As soon as I saw him fall,
Yeah.
and I tied it around my waist, and I throw the other end.
Can I
down.
try to catch him whenever he's falling?
That's what the reflex save is for.
Mm.
As that happens, I actually, when you land there, oh god, it's a lot of budget damage. We got a little cuts here too, and you see that the bottom is littered with bones.
Great.
Yeah, I'm throwing the other end down. I'm
As
gonna
you-
say, "Climb up!"
All right, as you start climbing up,
I'm the anchor, so
I'm gonna give one person one round for the sake of
Okay.
time.
Well, like, what are they doing?
Exactly, we're gonna.
Well, I want to ask Sonya if she knows what would make these kind of tunnels. If she has any idea, because I don't. Or can I do my history?
You can do history?
So, yeah.
I don't think I would know. To be
Aided
honest.
by my tome, which I don't know. I got a 5.
Your tone will be more for antiques and stuff, unfortunately.
5.
How wide is the hole that he fell down?
It is 5 feet, like a perfect 5 foot.
Like wide?
Yeah, 5 foot by 5.
Actually-
well, 5 foot by 20 feet.
Since I'm around everybody, can I just kind of ask Mia and
You-
Jericho
yeah,
and
you-
stuff like?
when
You
you
guys
s-
know what would make this kind of tunnel?
As she says that, even though you're like 40 feet away, you hear her voice almost as if she was talking right here. The echo carries very well through here.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't.
Did you say it out loud?
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys hear that?
And then you hear that even louder.
I'm gonna go. Let's be quiet. Whoops.
You're climbing up. What are you doing as you're climbing up?
As I'm climbing up and I'm hearing all of this commotion, I'm saying if there's something in here, it's definitely already heard us by now.
Whoops.
Alright.
I've already done all my stuff up here. They still haven't done theirs.
I'm gonna head down there where they are.
Okay. I need you to move your mini.
I can't see any tunnel without any kind of light source, right?
Light source, and then he has a light source.
And I have my light.
Oh, you have your. So you have a much smaller area of this,
Yes.
but you can see all this that's been illuminated before you. Technically, you can't see this part, but you.
I'm just curious if there's a way around this tunnel to get around to wherever that tunnel leads to.
As you,
If
are you saying that
if
out loud?
someone with if someone with the light source will come with me.
I will.
I will as soon as I get him out.
Yeah, but we're.
Okay,
Oh.
and then
Do
we
you guys want to split them?
yeah, then we can go up this way since clearly we're not gonna get across there.
You can jump 5 feet.
You don't know that?
Yeah, this. Where is my markers? Yeah, well, this is representing it. So, like, this is a hole. That's which you can see there is a tiny little wedge that already can move as you're being pulled up in. Griswold is above.
So we'll go down there.
Yeah, I'm going
Other
with
way.
Mia.
Okay, I need you guys to move your character.
I hate
And I'm gonna
to metagame
just, you know,
slightly,
Is this
but you should
Yeah,
probably
I'll
go
be
with
up front.
me.
So that
I'll
dark-
be in the back.
Okay.
I'll be up front so that dark vision.
I'll move me.
And I
I'll
want
back.
to look for traps.
Actually,
As far
No.
as I can.
I want to try to
Jericho
stay in the middle
functions
of you
as a
guys
tank.
with the light.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
And since I can see 60 feet in front of me in the dark, and I want to look for traps.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
Smart.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wait, both the ropes are going that way.
Yeah, they are.
19.
19. From what you can see, looks safe.
It looks safe for now. So I just want to keep moving ahead a little by
And
little.
you
As,
move
as we
square by
go,
square.
can I do a perception on the walls to see if I see? Because I didn't see anything before. And I still don't see anything. Never mind.
I'll stop right
Okay.
there.
And you see a little bit further ahead as well.
Yes.
For the sake of this, and this is the issue with these type of maps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
meta mapping is very difficult because you have to see things. So, technically you can see up to here. But Sonya, what are you doing?
I'm gonna travel, I guess, this way where Jericho went and go the exact same ones that he did. So, if I remember this right. This one.
It's fine.
This
It's
one.
safe.
That one. That one.
Alright, so as the party is here,
Yep.
you guys hear Sonya, Jericho, you hear it from in front of you. Mia, Bones, you hear from behind you. And as you're climbing up, Griswold, Artie, and Neff hear the
Great. I'm gonna turn back around.
Where do we hear it?
you guys hear it from in front of you. You guys also hear from in front of you. And then you two hear it from behind you.
But if we can hear each other, it doesn't really matter. It could be anywhere.
And that's where we're going to end today's
Oh
video.
boy! Another dungeon crawl.
As I'm gonna, this is
This guy.
the old schoolest of dungeon crawls. Just, I'm very excited for this.
I'm excited too.
And I need to specifically take a picture of where we are for the sake of mapping this game. So
Can you
we're
send me
going to
that
be
one,
Yeah.
in the middle of this
Stephanie?
later. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. Thank you. So yeah, thanks guys so much for joining in. New player.
Yeah.
Yay, Griswold.
The introduction for a dungeon.
That was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of roleplay.
A lot of emotions, guys. But thank you so much. This video will be edited and put at YouTube/ADreamProductionFilm.
Divine and Conquer now, right? Divine and Conquer now.
We
right?
can't change the.
No.
You can look for Divine and Conquer, but the actual
Gotcha.
URL will be. It's complicated. It is complicated. But
YouTube
alright, guys.
fun.
Thank you so much. Remember, one to the ready. Adios.
Yay.
Woo!